Check 3. Oh my
Check.
girl.
Hootie hoo.
Oh my daisy girl.
Two's off.
Shoo-wap,
Check.
shoo-wap, wap, doo-wap. Ooh-wap, doo-wap. Which one is this one? Check. 1.
Which one is that?
Two.
I think we know this by now.
Duke won.
My daisy girl.
Sing that shit. There we go. I can hear myself now.
Turn the beat back on.
All right, let's get it.
Me and Jordan about to go in.
Rapper, you
Go ahead, Jordan. I'll get you doo-wop, shoo-wops.
I was gonna back you up.
Doo-wop,
Rapper.
doo-wop.
See if I can get a poem on the fly. Okay, we got a melody over there. Where's my shoebox and shit?
Ooh,
We have to go with this one.
Doo-wop, doo-wop. Doo-wop, doo-wop. Doo-wop,
Oh,
doo-wop.
Daisy. My Daisy girl.
Cool. Sound cool.
He ain't checking. He's over here trying to sing.
It's hard to check, but that was good.
This motherfucking shit started, man.
Oh, shout out Daisy, whoever you are.
Welcome to the Raw District podcast, man. This is Drew Dawson. We got Eli Brown in the building and Jordan the Broad Man Rice.
Yes, sir. How do you
No
do?
bad titties.
We've been here for like an hour, man. But how's y'all week been, man? Or how was it?
It's decent, man. Just trying to make the most money as possible.
Hustle, man. What you do this week, bro?
Work. Tired as fuck. Body hurts. Hacked. I actually had to smoke some devil's lettuce today because my body hurts. Yeah, I actually got something with me right here. Y'all want?
You ain't smoke no devil's
Drug
lettuce,
addict.
man.
Yeah.
He is a drug addict.
Yeah, we smoking on that pack.
You see that shit?
That Manny Pacquiao,
Yeah.
Are you sitting on these joints?
that pack attack.
Look, he's been sitting on them.
Nah, they was in the bag.
Look how flat those motherfuckers are.
It was in the bag. There was a jar full of buds that was.
And that's all
Yeah.
CBD, right?
Yeah, it's all
CBD?
CBD.
Man, talk about how that helps you though, for real.
Man, my body has just been on 10 for like the past 2 weeks. So today I was like, fuck it. If I'm gonna step out tonight or do anything, I need to feel better about my life. So I went home, grabbed these, and stopped at the smoke shop and grabbed a lighter, and that was it.
Have you tried to
I
eat
feel
it?
good.
Do you think smoking it? I feel like eating it would probably be or like the tinctures. Have you tried the tinctures?
Yep.
Yeah,
It didn't. It worked for a while, but
that's like the most concentrated though, so it probably does better for your body than smoking it.
this here is like
But maybe it's just
I
because you
don't-
wish you smoked real weed, so it
wrong.
feel good that you smoke.
No, I don't want to smoke real weed. I don't like being high, man. That shit doesn't feel good.
Yeah, it's not for everybody, man. What is
Should've
it?
brought
You get
another
paranoid?
Nah, I don't like not being in control of myself. You know what I'm saying?
But you like being drunk?
And actually, no, I don't like being drunk. Being drunk hurts.
You just like having a few beers.
Yeah, I like drink. I like the taste of what I drink and shit. So I drink it. It just so happens that if you drink enough of it, you get drunk.
What's your favorite liquor?
Di Serrano.
Di Serrano.
I fuck with tequila heavy, man.
Yeah.
I just don't get it very often for some reason, but
I feel like you can't just tequila's not one of the things you can just sit at the house and drink.
You don't think so?
You gotta like be doing something to drink tequila,
Man,
like out somewhere or at a party,
I
or
feel that.
you know, cause you sitting at home getting drunk off tequila. I think you got major problems with
It is like pretty. It's like a pretty lively liquor.
Yeah,
it does kind of. It like make you sweat, makes you want to dance.
I mean, a shot here or there, like, oh, I got home from work, pour up a shot.
it makes
cool.
me want to fuck.
Okay, in that case,
It's a Latin music at that.
drink it at home, man,
Chew up.
with your Daisy girl.
Listen, I love.
Daisy girl.
I fucking love tequila, man, and margaritas are my shit. But I don't like them. I like them frozen, like the slushes.
See, and that's like a daytime thing. I feel like tequila's good in the daytime.
Shit, and you could even get
Getting whiskey drunk in the day, you just feel like a
Man,
fucking piss bag.
Yeah,
yeah, you should feel like a piss bag.
yeah.
Whiskey
I like whiskey.
I
though.
feel like
in the daytime. I fuck with it at night though.
I feel like
Yeah.
light beer or light alcohol is fucking a daytime type of thing. Because anything dark during the day is kind of like I'm either gonna go kill someone or I'm gonna go do nothing with my life.
Or fuck.
I mean, or
Dark liquor makes me want to fuck.
I was gonna say, well, there's a thing. That's a reason that they call whiskey dick.
Why?
Because you just get too pissed drunk, you can't fuck.
I've never had that problem.
Me either.
Yeah, me either. I kind of
Yeah.
like sober up.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't. I don't. Yeah, I've never faced that.
I'm not.
Or I've had trouble when I get drunk. This is actually the opposite.
I've never had
ED?
intercourse with while I was drunk.
Really?
Really?
Never.
That's responsible. I admire that.
A lot of times when I was drunk, it was just like there's nothing else happening but getting drunk.
You guys both
Yeah.
stink and shit when you're drunk and
And then
late night dancing and
then
sweating at the club.
yeah, my homeboy he went down for a false rape case, and
Oh yeah, that's right. You mentioned that before.
ever since then, like if I'm drinking or she's drinking, I really don't care to be in the act.
Yeah.
Cause you're not about to lie on me and get me 5 years for something that we both know didn't happen.
Right. Yeah. 100%. That's a fucked up situation too. That's it. And the women should get really like penalized and punished for that, for real.
Shout out my boy Gonzo. He home though, you know.
Yeah. Shout out to Gonzo.
Doing big things, man.
Hell yeah. Let's get into this first topic though, man.
Is that your mom telling you it's bedtime?
Hello, mother. I don't think she put anything in there.
What up, Mom?
Let's say I thought she wrote 10:18.
Oh, 10:18 is way past your
It's
bedtime.
bedtime.
Nah,
You're somebody's father now. Go home and go to sleep. Get some rest. You need it.
She just click space bar and enter.
10:18 is usually the time I start sipping. Yeah, around that 9-ish, 10-ish time, it's like, okay, it might be time to put that liquor in me.
It is Saturday night, boy.
Man.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, we are potting.
How is it Saturday night and none of us have anything to drink but Eli, and he only brought two.
Just had 2 beers.
It's Saturday. We're supposed to be getting fucked up tonight. None of us
She
are
might have to
drinking.
take a break.
I be taking cleanses, you know. I'll get
It's healthy to do that.
I get drunk a couple nights a week now, and then I'll just go and just be really lighted for like 3 days.
That's healthy.
Yeah, it used to be like every night,
There's nothing wrong with that.
but now it's
Wait, every night
get
before
drunk.
work or after work?
Sometimes I'll drink before I went to work.
You-
Nah, the most I would do is like take maybe a shooter on my way to work.
Oh, no,
Just hit
man.
that.
When I was in Japan, man, every time someone saw me with a bottle of Coke, they knew what time it was.
Mm-hmm.
I had some shit mixed up somewhere,
I drink at work sometimes.
but they couldn't.
But you were working. You were in the military though.
Yeah,
Right?
I mean, I was still at work
Yeah,
though.
I guess you would consider it work.
Did you do it just like to
talking
cope
about,
with
like,
shit
the
because you
fucking
didn't like
factory.
it, or because like was it boring or what?
I mean, I was a
What
truck
up, Bobby?
driver,
It was
so
good, bro.
I was a truck driver, so I couldn't just walk around with a bottle of tequila.
You're
Oh, you got a
driving
CDL?
trucks.
No, not yet.
Oh.
I need to go,
Driving
I need to go get
trucks
it.
and
But
you're drunk.
you know what's crazy? My first unit, we were known drinkers and whatnot. The only time anybody got in an accident or got a ticket or anything was when we were sober. We'd go on the road drunk as shit, hungover, fucking
You gotta focus more if you're drunk.
man. Yeah,
Don't drink and drive, kids.
I ain't gonna say his name, but shout out to my staff sergeant. He would look at us like, "Yo, are you good to do this run right now?" And we're like, "Let me go chug some water real quick, run a lap around the motor pool, and I'll be all right." He's like, "All right, cool. We'll get your shit ready for
Run
you."
a lap, you get more drunk.
Nah, man,
Every time I run and shit, when I'm drunk, I'm like, oh, I feel way more fucked up now.
Nah, you gotta sweat it out, man. In
Try to-
Okinawa, it's hot as fuck. So,
Is it?
man,
Was it? Yeah, it's tropical, right?
like 6 a.m. It's black flag. I mean, black. I don't know what that means, but
Yeah,
it's
we're
like
civilians.
it's like 90 degrees at 6 o'clock in the morning.
I think I might have asked you this before, but like Japanese people, they live the longest out of all humans.
Yeah, well, the Okinawans are the oldest people on the earth.
The old
They
civilization.
They lived the longest.
What was it like to? Did you really dive into that cuisine at all?
Fuck yeah!
Did it feel better at the time you were
Was it
eating
healing?
The cuisine, like the food.
Yeah.
I mean, it was just. It was amazing. I mean,
Love Japanese food.
I try to make it. Have you had real Japanese food? Let's start there. Because Kiku's ain't it.
No,
Yeah,
Kiku's.
I actually have, yeah.
You had real Japanese food.
Well, I mean,
Gave up
made
on
by-
Kiku's when this white man who I went to high school with came out and started cooking this shit. I was
Yeah.
like, bro, don't do the volcano, bro.
Yeah.
Just cook the food. Let's not talk.
Yeah, don't be choo-chooing
No.
me.
Man,
Choo choo choo. Nigga, I was in class with you.
don't
Stop
don't
this.
throw no damn shrimp
Fucking
at me or
egg up.
anything. Yeah,
Hey, I have something to say. I've never missed a shrimp catch.
I have. I can't do that shit.
Not once.
Boy.
No, man, the authentic
You never
Japanese
missed at
food,
all?
No.
I got hit with, like in the fucking head with one.
I used to catch it with my hand.
He said, oh.
Authentic Japanese food is where it's at, man.
Yo, almost got my eye, buddy.
Y'all
No,
need-
but
y'all need to try
I was
some.
just- I
I'm
was
gonna
just gonna
send y'all a
say-
recipe. I'm gonna send y'all a recipe. Like, just go home and try to cook it up.
I've had Japanese food by real Japanese people, but they probably Americanized it because of where they're at. So I don't know if it's
Josh,
I try to get my my grandma to realize this, that every food everywhere is the exact same thing. It's just made with different shit in it. So chicken, no matter where you at, is chicken. They just put teriyaki instead of.
love teriyaki.
yeah,
Yeah,
but
so-
other places eat. They experiment with different meats. You
I
know
wouldn't
what
say the
mean?
experiment.
They, they. Do,
I will
though.
say when I was in Japan, I had
So
horse
get
meat.
gay.
They be fucking with lamb though. Like lamb.
Lamb is here. You don't
Yeah,
eat lamb
but
chops?
barely.
Not really.
No, that's not as popular as chicken
Yeah,
or
it's,
steak.
it's really not an American meal.
But people eat horse.
Definitely like Indian. From India, they have a lot of lamb.
Bro, lamb is good.
Yeah.
As fuck.
And I get it on gyros too. Gyro sandwiches. Chucho said, boy, they be throwing them hot ass shrimps and shit. Yeah, they be flinging
better
them.
be ready.
Josh said, Josh,
yeah.
tell him about Coco's, man. Coco's is where it's at, man.
The
Shout out
curry
Coco's.
over in Japan is where it's at.
Coco Ichiban. Well, shout out.
Coco Ichiban.
Yeah.
Man.
Okay, this is my question. Is it impossible to speak any Asian language without sounding like you're trying to mock them?
Mm.
I understand that.
You know what I mean? And I feel the same way about speaking Spanish.
Speaking Spanish.
Like I feel like the only way you can do it is if you start, doing the rolling the
have to,
tongue.
dude.
You gotta. I mean, the accent is.
That's how you say it right.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I feel like like it's Chinese. Like I feel like I gotta be making that voice to
That's
do it.
how. That's why they sound the way that is, because the words come out of their mouth that way.
Yeah.
So it's become so easy to mock because of like TV and shit. I was listening to Bobby Lee's podcast and he had John Cho on there, the Harold from Harold and Kumar,
Oh yeah.
and he was just saying like they would always typecast him to be like the Asian guy, and like it's just like what Americans do to them and shit. But when it comes down to actually speaking their language, I relate it to Spanish because like you can tell when burrito, like why not say it burrito? Say it like say it like
Come
they
on.
say.
Yeah, you see, he put a little salsa on there. You ain't put no sauce. That was salsa.
Yeah,
Ooh.
put that sauce on there. Say it again. Say.
Burrito.
Oh,
Come on with it, yeah.
I wish I knew what the applause was.
All my Hispanic queens hit all three of them. Hit this side of the table up. I can't speak for that side yet.
I actually got Babbel recently, and I'm taking it on, man.
Nice.
I'm gonna learn Spanish.
It's important. I feel like since they came over and helped us a lot in our country, we should probably accommodate them, and if they You need some shit.
Bro, I be
Especially
having
if you're
some,
like a service worker or whatever.
I be having some racist ass people come into my store,
Talk about it.
and they like when like the Hispanics come in, especially the ones who don't speak English, they throw like quick comments and shit. Like, well, why they just standing over there? Like, why don't they speak? I'm like, bro, what did you just say? Like, shut up and get out, because I'm not dealing with your shit.
Hey, coming from a Mexican.
Because I'll really fuck you up. You know, and before I had a Mexican child, I was just like, whatever. You know, it is what it is.
Mexican child. Sounds like a
shit.
a book.
He Mexican as fuck.
My Mexican child.
His
I wouldn't say he's Mexican as fuck. But
He is.
He's Mexican.
He's half Mexican?
He's Mexican as fuck.
That's not Mexican. That's not Mexican as fuck.
He's Mexican.
Mexican as fuck is Mexican.
He's
Just
Mexican. He's
all Mexican.
Is he black?
Yep. He black as fuck too.
See, I was going to say, yeah, that's important.
I think they would look at you a little weird, but have a little more respect for you. At least that's how I feel when you speak like when you speak Spanish. Yeah, man. I don't want to sound corny when I do it. That's my only thing.
Yeah.
And I sound
I think they look at you like they like smile and think it's cute that you're trying.
oh,
You know what I mean?
If they
Like,
fuck with you, they'll really be like, oh shit, you learned this, and they'll like teach you how to say it correctly and what shit means.
uno tostado.
me gusta.
Like, that sounds dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Like
tortilla.
tortilla.
Tortilla. Can I get one tortilla?
It's tortillas.
Yeah, torta.
Torta.
Or torta.
I've never had one.
Carne.
They're good. I had a
asada.
Cubana torta the other day.
I can't fuck with all that bread. That's
La
the,
casita.
Yeah, it's kind of a lot of bread.
that's the only thing that stopped me from getting it.
The bread?
Yeah.
What's your guys' favorite ethnic food? I think mine is Mexican food.
I feel like that's a hard question to say, or the hard question to ask in a place like Topeka,
I think
because we don't
right.
have a lot of ethnic food around here.
True.
I think Mexican food is the most accessible for me.
Yeah.
Like
That's-
it's everywhere.
Everyone's gonna say Mexican. Everyone loves tacos because that's everywhere. But we don't have an authentic Chinese restaurant or Chinese.
I was going to say, it's easy to get authentic Mexican food here because there's a lot of Mexican people here.
Yeah, I would go. So far, what I've had, I really like Indian food and I really like Japanese food.
Japanese food, man.
That's why I'm so interested in it because I know
So
the fact that
good.
they live longer and I think it's like
Hibachi.
I think we're 79 and they're like 80 something. Hold on, let me look for sure, but they live a lot longer than
Well,
us.
you got to think, man. Places that aren't Americanized, they are strictly traditional. Just places that
Florence said Italian.
no, I hate Italian food. Really,
Hate? You don't like pasta?
I'm not a fan of Italian food.
You're not a pasta guy?
Yeah, every now and then. But anyway, like I was saying,
fettuccine?
places that aren't Americanized, they do shit the traditional way. Like the Amish people, they have to they work out all day every day.
Do you ever see them?
Listen,
Do you ever go down south like Carbondale or anything, Linden? I always see Amish people riding their horse and buggy on the highway. That shit's trippy.
Hong Kong's life expectancy is the top one at 85.29. And then Japan's right under at 85.03. We are way the fuck down here. Let's see. 46th
Damn,
at 79 years old. That's our life expectancy now.
79.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
10 years.
I
You know
could-
what's crazy
I
though?
could deal with
A
79.
lot of Asian people smoke cigarettes too.
Mm-hmm.
So I wonder, like, and they're still living longer.
It's a lot of
There's not, but they don't stress a lot over there.
I feel like they do though. Like the suicide.
there's a
rate's
lot of
pretty high
European countries in this top.
Yeah.
because of like all the stress they get and like pressure from their parents to be perfect and shit like that.
Shit like that, yeah. But just like everyday life shit is they don't stress a lot about shit.
Italia, I mean Italy.
Italia.
I'm over here.
Hey, mammo,
Italia.
mammo italiano.
Italy and Spain are at 6 and 7, and then Australia's up there. Even South Korea lives longer. They live longer than us.
Spain, man, I would love to go to fucking Spain.
I'm working on it. I'm almost there.
So what the fuck is it that we're doing over here?
Is
That's
that my phone?
yeah.
Why did it just start randomly?
I don't know. What is it that we're over here doing, man? Like for real?
I mean, one, we eat like shit. We don't exercise. we stress about everything because our government doesn't give a fuck about us. We just got a lot of factors over here, and there's always gonna be, oh, I diet this and I work out every day and this blah blah blah. I got the job I want. Okay, you're the 0.3%.
Yeah.
Everybody else out here is losing their fucking mind.
I think it's the food. I think it's that, and I also think it's the impulse. We live in an impulse society too. Everybody wants that instant gratification. So what we're trying to do, like, constantly, is trying to find shortcuts and more convenient ways to do things.
Yeah.
I don't think we really challenge ourselves as people over here. Like, culturally, we do. I think culturally we run the world when it comes to culture.
Yeah.
But everything else, I think we're lacking.
I think addiction is a big thing too.
Yeah, we have a lot of free will over here. So,
and like drinking all the time, like all those fucking Bud Light, Busch Light ads and shit, like everywhere. I don't know.
There's some countries where a lot of the shit that's accessible here in America isn't accessible there. Like weed, there's a lot of countries that you can't get weed.
Yeah.
Right.
And that, I mean, not saying
like
that I'm not saying that it's not that it's a bad thing or anything, but it's like here you can walk down the street, 30 people are gonna have weed on them.
Yes.
Some countries you walk down the street, they even smell anything that smells like weed, they're gonna run up in there and shut everything down and investigate.
I have a theory about weed. I think I have a feeling that like there's a lot of pothead scientists and there's a lot of pothead just people who are trying to find the most positive things that the way they could spin it the best way. But I think low key weed might really affect us in a way that we don't know yet. It's been around.
There hasn't been a lot of testing on it.
It's been around forever though.
Yeah.
But it's no like real test results on or no stats on anything.
I mean, it just recently became illegal. Like 1950s, I believe it became illegal.
Well, I'm thinking like, yeah, that's true. Wait, in the 1950s?
Yeah.
Huh.
It was like the 50s or 60s or something. It became illegal, and that's because.
Oh yeah.
Well, what I heard.
Pineapple Express, bro.
I don't know how true it was.
That's how it came illegal.
I don't comprehend shit too much. I gotta really love some shit.
And from what I heard on this video that I watched, in like the 50s and 60s, when a lot of the Mexicans were coming up from Mexico and shit, so they was like, and they were the ones getting caught with weed, and then black people, they were getting caught with weed. So
the war on drugs.
The government was like, well, shit. The white kids are over here smoking it in college, having a good old time, passing shit. But now we got these people over here having a good old time, and they figured out to just sell it to each other and make money off of it. We got to criminalize it. And there it is. They made it illegal. Now
Reefer madness, bro.
Now if you get caught with it, you get fucking 30 years.
I think of a lot of has to do with like fucking religion, and a lot of politics are ran by the right, who are super religious and everything, like abortion laws and shit. Like,
are they really religious? Because if you go to a judge or something, if you go to a judge or senator or whatever, and since we're religious, let's just look at the Bible, because that's what everyone goes off of, right? Which is not supposed to, but whatever. A lot of the shit that's in the Bible does not have anything to do with what's going on. Or if you're getting in trouble, you say you're going to prison for something. Well, right here, since we're going off the God's law, right here says I can do this, that, and the third. So what's?
It's all that. I'm just saying they use it. They use religion as a like the abortion shit. Like, it's all because of the Bible. People say, if you ask somebody why that they think that, they probably give you a fucking Bible scripture.
So, do y'all believe that we evolve as people?
Like from monkeys, or?
No, just in general, just evolve.
Yeah.
Everything evolves.
Yeah.
So is it time for like a new translation of the Bible? Or does that get like, okay, now it's getting really like a Chinese whisper game, where at the end of the fucking line, it's totally.
I feel like that's what it is. I feel like we'll know what it truly said when we find the first original copy.
Yeah, we're not doing that. We
It's
ain't gonna
not gonna
find no
happen.
original cop.
I just think it's stupid to go off something like you can't really know for sure, and like something that drives so many people to do so many crazy fucking things.
Mm-hmm.
Like most wars, like especially like in the Middle East, Palestine and Israel,
All over a book.
You have to say, I mean, they found all kinds of scrolls describing shit that never made it in the Bible. Dudes decided what went in and what didn't.
That's true.
exactly.
So yeah, they probably spin it the best way they can spin it to, you know,
I can't remember what
Live a better
who
life
said
or
it.
live
It
a
was a
comfortable
video I
life.
was watching.
Just accommodate them.
They were talking about the Bible. It's like it's the book of God, right? And they're like, yeah, it's the book of God. It's His word. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, well, in this book, you got the book of Paul, the book of Jacob, or whoever the fuck.
Start
book
preaching
of John
again?
or whatever. Yeah, they got the book of all these people, but there's no book of God in the book of God. So what did this motherfucker say? There's
Like he didn't write his own.
yeah, it's what everybody else said that he said. There's no what God said.
He's too busy godding, bro.
I mean, yeah,
No, I
got to
don't
do
fucking
that.
know.
He
dude.
got to do. He got a job to do.
I
but
completely agree with you.
that's
it's
just
hard to
I can't
tell.
remember what video I saw and who said it, but I was like, damn, I never thought of it like that.
It's just like all the intentions are good, but people definitely weaponize it
Yeah,
in whatever way they want, and it definitely has a lot to do with how our governments ran and how people use that against other people. Because it's so fucking, it's such a sturdy thing in all of American culture is being a Christian, you know, like
I just don't understand how we left. We as American, we left Europe because we wanted religious freedom, and then we get over here and we force people into a certain religion. Doesn't make any sense to me.
we're definitely pushed towards Christianity for sure.
Yeah.
Like the religious holidays are all, Christian holidays pretty much.
One thing I want to
I
do,
think all of them are, right?
almost every single
Easter.
one. Yeah.
Yeah.
All,
That's what I do.
all federal holidays are Christian holidays.
Yeah, like one time I forgot to get something to drink, and it was Sunday. Go to get all the way to the liquor store, and it's past 8.
Closed.
What? How many people don't believe in in this religion, and don't believe in this whole thing? And then how many people do? Like, why is it always that's the priority? Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? You know the liquor store don't give a fuck about a religion, bro. That's the liquor store is the devil's juice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why are they?
Not necessarily.
It's the devil's juice.
Nah, they was drinking in the Bible.
Yeah, Jesus made wine.
I think. Okay, look,
He's trying to get us lit.
and this is how I was gonna say this about weed too. I love weed, but I don't think people should be potheads. I think
Should have
that
rolled another blunt.
and I smoke a lot, but like I got to the point where my tolerance is I can handle it. But like people who sit there and chain smoke all day and they don't do nothing with their lives, and I feel like 100% that's probably frying your brain. That's the same way I feel about alcohol. Yeah, it's cool. Take a couple drinks. It's a perfect social drug. But then when you get to drinking and you get past that threshold, that's where I feel like the evil comes
All your
in.
demons come out.
Yeah, and
Start abusing your family and shit.
I think if you abuse any type of substance, I think that's the consequences. You get the worst in your body and your soul comes out.
I mean, you abuse anything. People abuse work and
Yeah,
that shit comes out.
100%. But if you abuse work, it's a little different from just losing control over your senses and just
Oh yeah.
when
You're literally changing your brain chemistry.
Yeah.
because drunks they be crazy and meth heads.
In denial.
I'm scared of them motherfuckers.
Yeah,
Speaking of drunks, did
they're
you
lost.
did y'all hear about the girl who killed those 2 state troopers?
Mhm.
And here?
No, I think it was like Indiana or some shit. Like she made a post that she was the world's best drunk driver, and then like 2 or 3 days later, she got pulled over drunk driving by these two officers. They were doing what they do, but they got a more important call, so they're like, "Yo, here's your ticket or whatever. Get off the road." And they left, and then like a mile or 2 up the road, she's doing like 110, hits both of them and a pedestrian, kills 3 of them.
Oh my
Kills all
God.
3 of them. She's 21 years old.
Lock her dumb ass up.
She's never getting out.
Oh yeah, no.
All because she's the best drunk driver ever.
That is
Obviously not, bitch.
that comes from a drug called clout.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Getting all them retweets.
a lot of people are on that drug too.
Me too, bitch. I love driving drunk.
I'm not the world's best drunk driver, but I am gonna get home. I'll say that.
Don't drink and drive, children.
Don't do it.
I am the world. I think I drive better when I smoke weed though, and them giving DUIs for that pisses me off.
Really?
Yeah,
Why? It's a mind altering substance.
it is. But like,
How many people are on medication
yeah,
that are prescribed? People driving on Xanax and shit.
That's true.
And his reasoning is anxiety.
I'm scared to get
Smoking weed helps him be less anxious. So I'd rather him be high, be driving slow, than be fucking drooling, nodding off and shit.
Yeah.
And yeah, like you have to say in the comment section, moderation is key. It applies to everything, you know. And,
Yeah.
Absolutely. Too much of anything will hurt you.
That's 100% true.
and you
Nas
can
told me
use-
that.
That's the thing with weed. That's what I feel too. It's like, and I've said this before. I feel like it's a creator's drug. And I think for people who, and I think as we get deeper and start isolating these different, the fuck do they call them? You know, how you have a THC, you have CBD. Once we start isolating these and knowing what helps what,
Yeah.
I think it will be even better of a drug. But right now, I think smoking a blunt or getting super high only benefits people who are creative. I think if you work manual labor or if you work a job where you have to communicate with people, I think you're a dumbass if you're sitting there chain smoking. You got to go to a meeting and you're sitting there high.
Definitely doesn't help.
Yeah.
You just put your ceiling down here.
Unless it does. Some people do. I don't know.
But
I feel like most of the time, the potheads, they have the stereotypes because they're pretty much fucking real.
Yeah.
Like the fucking hippie pothead people.
And
And
I hate that they come to the defense when it comes to this situation because it's like, you are not helping.
You don't even
case.
take showers.
You're not helping the case. This is exactly why they don't want to legalize this shit.
I think
white man with
once
dreadlocks.
once it becomes legal, I think that there's going to be a lot of research that goes into it, and they're gonna have to pay people for that shit too.
Yeah, they're doing a lot.
Y'all gonna be a guinea pig for the weed research?
Fuck yeah.
I would do it.
I'll have a panic attack for money.
Fuck yeah.
I seen a sleep study one time that I think I would have done. Said something about you. They'll study you while you sleep.
I ain't sleeping.
Bro, you know
You ain't
people do that shit.
I don't think I could sleep there. I would try my hardest, but
I'd fall my ass to sleep.
I'm not a good
there's
sleeper.
people who do those type of things for a living. Like
Yeah.
all they do is just find these different tests and shit that they get paid for, and
But you got to
go
sign up.
Go a month without this app, or
You got to sign your life away, though.
yeah,
If it's like
they get paid.
they
man.
basically said we're not responsible if you die.
Yeah, they get
Damn.
paid for it.
Damn.
If you like, if they are testing a new drug or something.
Speaking of that, did y'all hear that the men's birth control passed?
Yep.
Passed
get that
the
shit.
rats lab, and they're gonna be pushing to test it on America
What are we talking about?
Men's
Pills
birth
for-
control.
Pills for men.
Yeah, they're gonna be testing it on humans here pretty soon.
I'll try that.
I don't like that.
I just don't know, man.
Really?
I don't like that idea.
Why? Just putting it all on the woman.
Yeah, I guess I am. But
I feel like
I was trying to find my way out of it. If you
bro,
didn't know.
okay. I feel like
First topic of the day.
I feel like I'd put my son on it if he was like in high school or some shit.
In high school, yeah.
I would do, because you know how many girls was on birth control when we was in high school and shit.
Yeah.
Because their parents knew what the fuck was going on.
What I don't like is playing with that. I wouldn't want to take birth control. I just wouldn't want to do it. Like personally, I don't trust it. I mean, that's just me.
It does
Like, I
fuck with your hormones and shit.
Yeah.
that it does.
That's why I don't put it against women if they don't want to take it, because
Hell
they're all
yeah.
moody and shit.
There's been too many
Fucking with their
too many
cycles.
cases of women that's like, yo, when I was on it, this and this happened. As soon as I got off, everything was cool. I'm like, yo, don't take that shit, bro. That's gonna fucking kill you. Please don't take that shit.
I just don't believe in like interrupting
What God has,
nature. Yeah.
what God has in store.
Yeah, for real. Like if you out here fucking raw and you coming at somebody, you know what I mean? Like you gotta take that on the chin.
Man.
Nope. You know what I mean?
I just feel like that's
Not necessarily an L. You just gotta take it on the chin.
Yeah, I feel like that's respectable. You know what the hell you doing.
Yeah. Do you believe in dental dams? You ever heard of that?
Maybe if I was 80, I don't know.
I wish that I knew where to get one because I would definitely try it.
A dental, you would try one?
What the fuck
You would
is
like
that
it
exactly?
I think you just
It's
flap
like a
it down.
condom for your face.
No,
Or
your
something.
face.
Well, yeah.
Why would you need a condom? I thought it was like you laid. It was like a sheet.
Yeah.
It just flopped it it was like a condom sheet, and you flopped it on the vagina.
I guess for your
And
face and for whatever else you going.
Sounds horrible.
Why do people need a face condom?
I don't know, man. I'm just like
They do tell
If
you
you
to
going
get
down on
blowjobs
it-
with condoms in school.
I'd be damned if somebody tried to put a condom on my dick before they sucked it. What the fuck? Bitch, don't waste my time. I could just jack off, yo. Like, yo, what?
So you telling me you've never had
No.
some head with a condom on?
No, I need head to be able to put a condom on. I put the condom on, my shit is out of here. It ain't working. I've been in a relationship for a long ass time, man. You think I've been having a lot of raw sex?
Hey, man.
Like, you put a condom on, my shit is over. You know, it's just psychological. I don't know what to do about it.
That's what you got to do, man. You next time, just go buy you a box of condoms, right? And
No, I'm not buying no box of condoms.
Bro,
Then
this
I gotta answer questions. Why you got a box of condoms?
bro, listen, I'm trying to help you. Just go buy a box of condoms.
No, you got. I don't. Condoms are that's a no.
It's a trap. For
Sometimes
Go
I even get paranoid about the top of my swisher. I'd be like, oh, she don't think that's a condom. Let me fucking throw that
yeah,
shit
the
away.
fucking.
All right,
Yeah.
well, go down here to the clinic and just grab a free one, and then go to the crib, put it on, and jack off, and build your immune system back up for condoms.
Hey, funny story. I'm not gonna disclose who this was, man, but
Oh God.
he motherfucker got caught with condoms, right? And he was telling me about it, and I was just like, yo, you should just tell her that basically that you were just like, we haven't used condoms in a long time. I was just seeing, trying it on, getting the figuring it out, just getting back into
keeping that
it.
skill
Trying
fresh.
it on.
Keeping that skill
See
fresh.
if I can still fit a Magnum.
We were all a circle of friends, these certain people at the time, and it got back to my girl, and he used that excuse. He actually used that shit, and she was like,
You told him that, didn't you?
yeah. And she was like, no, I didn't. She didn't even assume that. She's like, this dumb motherfucker tried to say he was fucking you practicing with condoms. Oh, damn, this nigga really used my advice. I was joking, sir.
Oh man, shout out to you, bro. Whoever you are, shout out to you.
Yeah,
Oh
that was
my God.
crazy.
That's hilarious.
They gonna put the dots together, but I didn't say no name, so we good, man.
How long ago was this?
Everybody knows what happened anyway. If
A couple years ago.
Oh yeah, fuck it. It's all good.
Yeah.
It's out there in the open now.
Yeah, but that's a horrible excuse, man. What excuse you use if you find condoms, though, man? Besides that one, because I feel like that was kind of a good one, logically.
I mean, am I lying or like?
Yeah, you're lying, and you're trying to you're
I mean,
trying
you just
cover
got to
it
be
up.
like, I'm holding them for the homie.
That's even crazier.
It is. I didn't
You're
have a
old.
homie. I didn't have a homie hit me up. Hey, bro, hold that. I got you.
Maybe your homie is like a serial cheater. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so he's like,
Yeah,
I
I
can't
mean,
get
yes-
caught with these.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes and no. Yes and no.
Hey, at least he's using protection if he's cheating.
Yeah. Don't be raw dogging hoes out here.
Yeah, yes and no. He is.
You
They
only
are.
get 2 women pregnant at the same time. That would be wild.
There's too many people out here that with siblings. They look just alike, but they're not twins because their dad was out here cheating.
Oh man, if Papa was a Rolling Stone, man. I wish I could. I wish I could live that life. And don't take this the wrong way. I wish I could live that life.
Who
and see
you
what
talking
it's
to
like.
when you say that?
Look into the camera when you say that.
Don't take this the wrong way. I wish I could live it and experience it and just know what it feels like. But at the same time, I know for a fact I can't.
You'd be empty at the end of it, I think.
I don't.
How do you go back home and
I mean, your
still
nutsack,
do what
not
you
your
got to
heart.
do?
That's what I'm saying. The whole lying thing, it fucks with me. I got anxiety, man. I can't be holding on to lies.
Man.
I gotta let them off. If I'm fucking with a bunch of women, I'm gonna get some shit confused too.
Man,
I'm gonna start, mixing them up. I can't do that. I can't manage all that.
I can't do it with 2 people, let alone multiple.
It's crazy. I
tried it with 2 people, and it did not work out.
It just seems like a lot.
And I wasn't even dating either one
Feel
of
like
these
a dirt
females at
bag.
the time.
First topic of the day, man. We still haven't got to it, man. Leah Thomas. And we are here at the Raw District podcast, man. So remember that when we get into this
Yeah,
topic.
we only have one person watching, so.
Oh yeah, yeah, man. That's live, man.
They'll watch it later.
It's late night, man. We've
Yeah.
been getting them views a lot afterwards for sure. It's Saturday night, man. If you sitting here watching this podcast, man, I fuck with you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But at the same time, you just like us.
y'all.
You just like us, man. You know, you ain't got shit to do on a Saturday.
Man.
Or maybe you still scared of COVID. Or maybe you got a STD you're trying to heal
Maybe
before you
you're
get back
just
out there. You know,
fucking
Shout out to
nerd.
y'all.
Never know. Leah Thomas.
I thought of the joke right as you said that.
What?
The Juwanna Man joke. I thought of it. I
Should have
thought
let
of
it
one.
fly when it was the time, bro.
The Juwanna
we'll
Man
cut
is
that
swimming.
We'll fix it in post.
The Juwanna Man is swimming.
It's not good.
It's not good, but it came to me.
The Awana Man. Anyway, it was okay. So this was a man before.
I was a man.
This was a man. This was a man before, and it was a swimmer.
Mm-hmm.
And this is one of the facts that got debunked. They said that he was like ranked 400th or whatever, and he was actually like not bad. He was like actually top 4, top 5 as a man.
Oh shit. Okay.
And then, did the transition and went to the women's and was the champion. So it wasn't that much of a drastic change. That when you first see that went from 400 to champion, that sounds a little crazy.
I think that's why everybody was mad.
So is that point meaning that women aren't as bad as they're saying,
Could be.
or what?
I think swimming is one of those sports where it's like that's one of the sports you could get away with it. You know what I mean? And I think maybe the height has something to do with his or her advantage. But I think like basketball, football, when you start thinking about boxing, those are different. You know, because that's like it has to do with power. But swimming is like a finesse sport in a way to me.
it's all technique basically, but
You
it does help
still
if-
need power though.
does help if
You
you're
do
long.
you do need power, but I feel like if you're thinking about sports that are men and women can compete,
Yeah, I feel that.
that's one of them.
Yeah, I feel that for sure.
What about track? Because
Yeah, see, track is different. That's
Track's
where
like
it's,
the ultimate like physical specimen type thing. Like, oh, you're better, race me. Like,
that's like the fundamental. Just running, jumping.
just running.
you literally need to run for every single sport.
I don't know how I feel about this shit, honestly. I don't know
I don't
that
either.
in a perfect world there would be enough openly trans people to where maybe they can have their own type of league and they could.
So there's no questions or
I
controversy.
feel like
or-
that's gonna be coming up pretty soon.
That's gonna have to be. But like, how far are they into that? To where there's like
I don't think it's gonna be anytime
enough
soon.
athletes, you know?
Yeah, there's not enough athletes, but I feel like they're gonna start in like middle school or some shit. So if you feel like if you're transitioning or whatever, you want to be this or that, cool. This is your lane, because that's where it's kind of starting is with the young folks, and it's gonna work its way up.
I feel like that's too early still.
But so we got boys basketball, we got girls basketball. Okay, so if the boys like, I'm a girl now, I'm gonna go over here and dominate the girls team, fucking be a state champion, fucking every year. Then they gotta be like, all right, cool, no, we're gonna put this in here. But then with all these people that's trying to transition, because it's a lot of younger folks that's trying to do this, they're like, okay, well, hey, this is your lane, this is where you can compete at, cool. We may have to change some rules and maybe just 3-on-3 basketball instead of 5-on-5 or whatever, or 8-man
I think-
football only.
Yeah, we just have to draw the line where what's fair and what's not. Because like, even I seen some shit. This woman had. I think they like tried to get her to not even run because she had too much testosterone
I
as
remember
a natural
hearing
born
something.
woman.
I
So
remember
it's
hearing
like,
something like that.
why not let a woman compete?
Yeah.
So she was competing with the men and she was up there.
Yeah.
Which to me makes it
So at this point, why wouldn't they
less fair.
just have her compete with the men?
Still,
if she was still, because you like in the NBA, if you are good enough as a woman, you can make the NBA if you wanted to. There's no rule against. It's not a men's league.
True.
yeah, there's nothing that ever said that. They
So-
just started the WNBA because they didn't feel equal, I guess.
Right? Yeah. If they like, free Brittany. If Brittany Griner,
Shout out.
if Brittany Griner decided she
Let her
wanted
smoke
to,
that pack.
if she decided she wanted to be like a role player or like maybe just a practice squad player, she could
definitely
go
play.
She could go play. You think she'd play in the NBA?
I think,
She get no minutes.
She'd probably play on the shittiest team, but
yeah.
still probably
But shout out like Ice Cube for
I
the
think
big
that-
three because like he has men and women playing together.
And I just don't. I don't know. I think even the best women can't go to NBA. It's just a strength thing. Like, she's gonna go from the soft WNBA to soft women's basketball to where motherfuckers is actually throwing elbows and really getting physical. I don't think she.
I
would
bet
be
you could learn to play that way and shit. If you know,
They would have to change a
some-
lot of rules if they started doing that. I feel like
there's some girls that had brothers all their lives and they're probably more raw than they are. At
Yeah, but for
shit.
example, athletic wise, she's considered the most like she dunks, but her dunks are rim grazers. They're what high school freshmen do in warm ups. That's her best dunk. And so if a dude at her size went to a tryout in the NBA and was doing rim grazers, they would be like,
yeah,
he's gonna get demolished at this
D-League.
league. Yeah, for sure. So that's why they don't try it. Obviously, you don't see them doing it, but it's not. There's no rule against that. It's tricky.
I don't know, man.
It's a tricky subject, man.
I just want to see a woman play professional football.
Wasn't there a kicker that played college?
There's been a couple females
Just
that
raw
got
as
scholarship.
fuck.
See, and that's another example where the kicker, like, they're not directly
It's a
involved in
role
it.
playing thing.
Usually, it's like a little skinny white dude who does that. You know, so
They gotta
obviously-
make tackles though sometimes.
We had a
and they
kicker.
try they desperately and they look crazy.
Dude, there's this one kicker that was wrecking people, bro.
Really?
We had a
Yeah, he
kicker
was like
in,
a running
in
back.
middle school. That was actually she was like a linebacker too. It was a female. She was out there knocking shit loose though.
Right? I think that's tight as fuck. You know?
And we didn't think nothing of it. I mean, yes, she had to get dressed over there in the fucking other locker room and shit. Cool, whatever. But we didn't think nothing of
I
it.
just don't think it's fair.
You put
If we're
your
talking about Leah Thomas, I don't think that's fair because it hasn't been that long. If you already competed at that high of a level, then I don't know.
I feel like once
But it's not. I guess it's not my place. Let the women that she's competing against tell how they feel.
But imagine that you are a natural born woman, and you worked your entire life for this moment, and you're a senior in college, and you get beat by Leah Thomas. That's unfair.
I'd be pretty pissed.
That's unfair. Like that's. There is a reason they didn't continue to let Joanna Mann play in the league where she was dunking on people and
Once
trying
her
to
wig
fuck
fell
all
off, it
the
was
players.
over with.
Yeah, man.
Poor Tommy. What's his name?
Tommy Davidson was beating the brakes off of Joanna Mann. He was fucking that up. Yeah, that's a good ass movie, man.
they need to, I think
It's foreshadowing.
I feel like at the before you get into the league or whatever, or even if you're going to school before, if you are feeling some type of way about this, like, oh, I'm gonna transition or I want to transition or whatever, cool, let us know because you can switch your genders or whatever, but you have to still compete with this. Once you start with these people, you have to finish with those people to make
like
it fair. So
That
if you-
makes sense.
So even if you like, oh, well, I want to compete with the women because I'm gonna be transitioning once I get this, blah, cool, all right. So your freshman year, you have to compete with women all the way through your senior year. That makes it fair at least because now these women are competing with them the entire time instead of working your whole life to be number one and then you get beat by a man.
So it was just a year.
Yeah.
So she didn't.
I believe
So
it was
as a man, and then transition, and then started competing. Because like you have to sit out if you transfer a college, you got to sit out for at least a semester.
Yeah.
Might have been a couple years. Let's see. 2019.
Is when they transitioned?
That was her. She had men's stats in 2018 and 19.
I don't know. It's,
Okay, so
it's
Leah
too new of a
Thomas-
thing. I don't know. I don't want to be insensitive because I will never live that life.
They don't
but
know how old Leah Thomas is.
22 to 23.
Let's see.
How do you not know?
Okay, so began swimming as a man in 2017. She began transitioning using hormone replacement therapy in May of 2019 and came out as a trans woman during her junior year to her coaches.
Okay.
I don't think that's enough time.
After taking a year off school to maintain her eligibility, that season was canceled due to the COVID-19 pandemic.
So she got an extra year out of that. Cool. I guess that's enough time there.
Thomas lost muscle mass and strength through testosterone suppression and hormone replacement therapy. Her time from 500 freestyle is over 15 seconds slower than her personal best before medically transitioning. So that's a good point, because I hear that too. It's like when they start taking these hormone, therapies and whatnot, it actually works. So,
it does what they want it to do.
So, I mean, at that point, it becomes kind of fair.
It's fair.
Yeah, it's like, how taking steroids is unfair.
I guess when you put it like that, it's fair, but I can't just go out there and be like, I'm a woman now, put a wig on and start beating these girls' asses.
Apparently you can.
Yeah.
No, I'm just talking about like just as me, without doing any type of transition shit, just going out there saying.
I guess it depends, like on the actual tests of like how much testosterone you still have compared to your competitors.
That would be a good
if
good
it's
way
the
to
same level, then yeah, it's fair.
connect them.
Because if that's the only thing keeping somebody from being a man or a woman, however you feel about it, in sports, it is like the testosterone versus the estrogen. So if everybody's on the same level, then yeah, it's fair. Because people get,
if you have a certain amount, you have to compete over here. A certain amount of either you have to compete on one side or the other.
I'd still be pissed though if I was competing. That's just me though. I'm just competitive.
I'd definitely be saying some shit.
So they began transitioning. Does that include the cutting of the meat or the reversal?
I doubt it.
So Leah technically still has meat.
I doubt. I'm sure.
Okay. I'm not looking, but
I'm not saying that. I'm just asking the medical question. Like, how does that work?
I'd
Like,
look.
when do they?
She was offering.
When do they reverse it? When do they put the meat? When do they tuck the meat?
I feel like a lot of people don't.
They just keep the meat.
I think so. I mean, it depends on
I've
how you
never
feel
talked
about
to
it. But
I ain't gonna lie. In the climate that we're in, with it being so popular, the one trans person that I actually know and talk to on a regular, or I used to, I never got the chance to ask that question. I've heard stories from people who like know her. It's like, they just took like shrinkers and shit and shriveled this shit up. But I was like,
I think it's also like it seems like it's dangerous. Seems like a dangerous thing to do, maybe. So, and probably expensive.
as fuck.
So if you don't have that, then you're just gonna have to deal with it. But
I got a theory.
Let's hear it.
With plastic surgery becoming such a norm for women and transitioning becoming such a norm, I think at some point we're not going to be able to tell. Like,
a lot of the time, no. I'm sure you've walked past a bunch of sexy women with wieners.
Have you seen trans people? They be looking like
they
look a lot better than women. Sometimes.
And what's crazy with that is they're taking pieces of every woman that they know and it's like, this is what I want to look like, and then they build themselves that way, and it's like
they're looking like what?
That's what women do too.
But that's what I'm saying. That the women who are thinking that the natural look doesn't look good, they're trying to attack this Kim Kardashian look and get the plastic surgery, and they all look the exact same. All Instagram women are looking the same, and then you got trans women doing the same surgeries, but maybe they have more money or something, and they can look exactly like a woman who's also doing work.
I just thought of something. Speaking of money, the whole debate on men making more money than women and shit, how does that play in with the trans
I was gonna
folks?
say, is that changing now, especially with like OnlyFans and shit?
That's weird because, I hired you as a man, so I'm paying you this, and this is like people who are still on that type of wave. I think everyone should get paid equal, but if I hire you as a man, I'm paying you this, but you transition to a woman. How does that affect your pay?
You would definitely have a lawsuit if you tried to.
Oh, most definitely you'd have a
deduct
lawsuit, but that's weird.
Yeah, I mean, if you have the same position and shit, then it should be the same no matter what.
Or if I hire you here, you transition, you don't feel comfortable at work anymore, so you quit and you go over here and start working. Okay, well, I'm not going to tell you that I'm giving you a pay cut because you're a woman, but I'm giving you a pay cut because you're a woman. How does that work? Like, are you losing money or?
Probably does work that way, and like
That's crazy.
in like fucked up corporate situations, because that's where that stigma is when
Definitely
in that type of shit, because there's roles that are put in place for people that's been there forever. So
yeah.
but I doubt it.
That's
I mean,
crazy though. That was just a thought. I don't know. Pay everybody the same shit, and whether you're fucking
pay people what they're worth. If you're shit at your job, you're fucking shit at your job, no matter who you are.
yeah.
Okay, yeah. See, I was looking this up because I had heard before that transsexual / female porn was like one of the top most popular porn searches or whatever, but it's not.
It's like mom, or it's like stepmom or some shit, right?
Lesbian porn. Excuse me. Lesbian porn is number one, which makes complete sense. I feel like 90% of women are lesbians or bisexual. Like this is just experience.
Or open-minded to it.
This is experience. Like I just feel like they're not like.
Yeah.
Hey, I have a hot take. Is it less gay to watch two trans women fuck than a man and a woman fuck? Or say a trans woman fucking a regular woman? There's more tits.
Hold on, wait a minute. What?
So two trans.
No, just one trans fucking a woman.
One trans fucking a woman.
And then,
so there's two tits involved.
Tits.
There's also. Yeah, I mean, it's almost like it's the same thing if you technically think about it.
It's two good-looking women, and not just some random dude fucking sweating and huffing.
I think that's why lesbian porn is also at the top.
What do you think about that, bro?
Shut up.
Well, because look, if you choose to watch, regular porn, you're opting to have penis involved in the shit.
A man's penis.
Lesbian porn is number one in that shit.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a fan of lesbian porn anymore.
I'm not a fan of lesbian porn.
Either.
I've never liked lesbian porn that much.
I liked it
when I was a kid.
I liked it as a younger person.
Like maybe that's
Just
everybody
because it was
said
like-
that you're supposed to.
That's the only reason I liked it. I was like, this shit is boring as fuck.
Yeah, I could see this. I could see shit like this on TV.
I
Almost.
appreciate the two vaginas and the 4 tits and shit, but
4 tits.
like, can y'all jump off the bed or something? Like, do something stupid. Like,
Well, when I'm
y'all are
watching, I
boring
just
as
want to.
fuck.
I want to picture myself being that person that's getting it in. So
yeah,
You're trying to be in the shoes of the.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
like instead of just
I
like
agree.
I'm the dude filming it. Can I
I
get on
agree.
this? No.
I agree.
Yeah, I feel that. Sometimes
I got a homeboy who
Something
would
like
he would
that.
only watch. He didn't care who the woman
I don't always
was.
want to think like I'm in the porn because sometimes it's just like that's too much pressure. I don't want to.
My homeboy from when I was in the
She's faking
Marines,
it
he didn't care who the female was, but he would only watch it if it had a black dude in it because he wanted to imagine himself being
Yeah,
there.
that makes sense.
So
I'm like-
he identifies with the. That's. Yeah,
I get happy when I see a
I've never
little
had
wiener.
that feeling. I've never had that feeling.
You ever get happy when you see a little wiener? You're like, yes, we made it.
No, I don't get happy when I see a little
No.
wiener.
If you can do it, I can do it.
And I don't feel that way because I see that and I see regular wieners. I'm like, okay,
You see regular wieners at the Y, bro.
Sometimes I
Yeah.
see my wiener on porn sites. I'm like, okay, look, I can do that. Look, I can possibly do it. But then I see,
True.
You're like, damn, that looks like mine.
but then I see monstrosities, and I'm like, man, I'm gonna be like a fucking
Yeah.
niche porn star. Like,
Yeah.
You're not gonna get paid.
that's what I'm saying.
They're not
I
gonna
don't
know
wanna
your
do
name.
that. I don't want to
Big
do
dick,
that.
hurting chicks.
They're not gonna hurt. They're not gonna
No,
know
I'm
your
saying
name.
like being over above average is what is most popular. So I don't want to be doing porn with a regular meat and just being like a mid porn star. You know, I want to be the best of the best. And I know that
Dude,
I
you
can
gotta
never
build your brand, bro.
I can never achieve that.
Yes,
if you
can.
got this,
gotta
you
build your
can't
brand.
build your brand. Like, you can't grow it.
Yes, you can.
No.
You can grow your brand.
I think that you
get-
can grow your brand.
If you get the hottest chicks on there, like the chicks that everybody wants to see,
yeah,
they don't, because they don't give a fuck.
Yes,
They're
they
still,
do.
They're still getting paid.
They do
They're not
give a fuck.
fucking for pleasure. They're fucking for money.
But
people
Bro,
are
have you
watching
watched
for
any,
pleasure.
Have you ever watched any of the porn star interviews or anything? They tell it all in them interviews, because especially with people who ask the right questions, they're like, "Yeah, I did it because it's my job, but I really did not want to be there. Didn't enjoy this. So I'm like,
I'm sure a lot of them
that's
feel
crazy. And
I'm talking about
his dick was too big, or his dick was too like I didn't feel like it was stupid. I didn't want to be there. Like we kept having to pause the scene. It took forever to do. Like it was terrible. I don't want to do that shit again.
I care about the people watching. Like I don't want them to see me like this nigga sucks. Next.
Right.
You know what I mean? I don't want to be the next guy.
As long as you get 30 seconds of a view, you're good.
I'll be
get paid.
I would love to do the acting. That would be cool.
Yeah.
Just be the actor, like the dad's like, hey, the kids are asleep. Just make sure we'll be back at 8:30. Just be the dad that walks in and finds her fucking somebody.
I want to reenact a scene that happened to me in real life, man. When I was getting my physical, man, it was oh god, I think it was my sophomore or junior year. Getting a little old for this to be happening to me, but I went there, got my physical, man, and she started. Her hands were soft. And she was a pretty lady, so my shit started rocking up.
Oh.
And it rocked
I
up.
was always scared of that.
It rocked up completely by the end of it, and she was just like holding it and checking my fucking balls. Yeah, and that didn't help. That didn't help. She said cough, and why was
she holding it if it was already like out of the way?
It wasn't. She moved it out the way and checked up under there.
Oh my.
I remember her grabbing it, and when she grabbed, because I was already
I would have grabbed it. I would have been like,
well, in my mind, I was already like, your dick's getting cut off. Your dick's getting cut off. Dick in a grinder. That's what I do to try to get my dicks off.
Grandma.
Fucking baboon booty.
Bro,
Yeah.
come on.
But that's what I do to
What
get my
did she
dicks
say?
Nothing. She was just like, oh, no, she did say it happens. She was like, it happens.
She's like, I know, I'm pretty.
Yeah, and but I
Did
wanted
you, like,
to.
I'm sorry, you're the most prettiest girl I've ever seen in my life. Did you tell her that? You should
No,
have told her that.
No. I was real silent this whole time. I was real. It was cringe. It was cringe.
The only thing you said was, I'm sorry, when you walked out.
Well, the thing is, I seen her, and I knew she was about to be the one doing it. And I seen her, and I was sitting in the room that she said, "Oh, just sit here," which is the worst thing you could do for somebody to build anticipation.
Thinking about it.
So I'm sitting here, your dick in the grinder.
You should have just busted a nut real
Grandpa,
quick in the corner. You just bust a nut real quick in the corner and get it over with.
Oh.
Yeah.
Then you're like half chub going in there.
That's fine.
Oh, I wanted to pull the semi out. That was cool. Pulling the semi out is fine.
That's the best.
Bitches
That's where
know
you
what's
want to be.
happening.
Yeah, but going from semi to full on rocked up mom in the corner over there, because it was when I was underage, so you have to have either your mom or another nurse in there. She wasn't looking or nothing, but yeah, I was. She was over there and I was over here, and yeah, it went down. I was my shit was rocked.
That sucks, dude.
Your mom in the room with you.
She didn't see it though. I'm telling you, she did not see it.
I kind of have a story, so you're not the only one embarrassed, but
I'm not embarrassed,
nothing
but
like that.
not at all.
it was like
I need that red shoe.
I think it was like 7th grade,
Facts.
but that's the best ad for that. That's the ad.
Dude.
And if you want red shoe, go to the website and use promo code RAWD. Promo code RAWD, and you get 20% off.
Yeah, so it was in 7th
And now we have
grade.
0 viewers.
But it was like the first time I ever shaved my pubes.
Uh-huh.
Oh god.
And I used a razor, so I had like razor bumps everywhere, and I had to go in and get a physical, and I was just so embarrassed.
Ooh.
Just like fucking
Damn.
yeah.
They probably put 2 pairs of gloves on.
And my shit, like, it was all inside of me and shit because I was all nervous and cold. Some old guy touching my nuts.
I think I got everyone beat. The physical I got when I went to MEPS, the old man that gave me that physical, bro, I feel violated to this day. And I've had physicals, playing sports, and all right, whatever, cool. I know you got to check my nuts, cough, cool, whatever. I ain't.
He was like, ooh, congratulations.
But when that dude said, all right, turn around. What do you mean turn around? Bend over, huh? Spread your cheeks. What the fuck is going on in here? I was like, are you serious? Like, yeah. I'm like, bro, I didn't feel right.
What'd he do to you, buddy?
Just gotta look.
Yeah.
You just gotta look.
Look
What
inside,
the
I
fuck
guess.
you gonna find?
That's what I was like. What the fuck are you doing, bro? Like, what is this for?
Well, that happened to
not
me too.
medical.
When you went to MEPS?
I forgot.
Yeah.
It wasn't an old man, I don't think, but I remember bending over.
we had an old dude who had
Wait,
been there
but-
for like fucking 70 years.
I don't
bro.
remember my asshole being exposed. I'm gonna tell you
Bro,
that,
it
though.
was terrible.
I was in
like,
my drawers, and they made me crab walk across the room.
Oh, yeah. So once you pass that, then you go get the one-on-one physical because they do the group physical with the fucking crab walk and the fucking see if you got flat feet and all that good shit. They make you go there, and then once you pass that, then you get your one-on-one physical.
You can't have flat feet? I know a lot of people with flat feet.
They can't join the military.
Damn.
Flat-foot motherfuckers can't fight for us.
Yeah.
The fuck
Yeah,
you
man.
do? What you think, man?
Everybody walks into the room, and then when they come out, they just got this look on their face like, yo, what the fuck just happened to me?
This one motherfucker was, I guess she was foreign. She had tried like 10 times. She had failed that many times.
Tried what?
MEPS.
Oh, wow.
She was just failing over and over and over. Like, and then I went in there. I passed the first time or whatever, and I was ready
The
to
test,
go.
the ASVAB?
I passed everything. I was ready to go, and I ready to enlist, and I just got cold feet or whatever. And I was like, nah, I
Got
can't.
flat feet.
Yeah, I all of a sudden I just shrinked an inch and was like,
Lost
you know
my
what?
arch.
Sorry, my arch is gone. You have to find somebody else in this motherfucker with some curve.
That's crazy. Y'all are funny, man.
Yeah, I was going there to be a cook.
That's what you signed up for?
Yeah.
That's fire.
Bro, what branch? The Army?
Yeah.
Man.
It was National Guard, I think.
Okay, the
Yeah.
Army. Yeah. Shout out to the cooks, bro. Shout out to the cooks. Cooks are some of the best people you can have.
Really?
Oh yeah. You gotta think, man. Shit. If you fuck with the cooks, the people making your food.
Right.
I mean, that's
Would it be a bad idea to join the military now?
I
I was actually thinking about it, man.
Maybe right now.
yes and no.
I need a Dodge Charger, man, and I'm in good enough shape still.
Need a Camaro.
Yes and no. It would be.
Ford
I would
Raptor.
say it's bad for you because of your age, so you're just gonna get roasted. Like, old ass bitch, shut up.
I roast all them motherfucking
Like,
idiots, bro.
Like
Put
you-
me in I've seen,
It's
not to stereotype military people because you don't even seem like that type, but the hardcore ones, if they try to roast me, bro, I think I can stand my own in the motherfucking military.
I mean, it's not like a roast session, but it's just like, bro, you're old as shit. Shut up.
yeah.
Like, you're literally the same age as the staff NCOs now. Like, the fucking senior leadership.
Shit, that's how it be at my jobs and shit. Motherfuckers be managing me, they the same age as me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Motherfucker went to walk me to try to fire me one time. He thought he had some shit on me, man. He was trying to make small talk. He was like, "You remember when we were younger and you could buy TVs for like $200?"
Man, shut the fuck up and get to
I
the
was
point.
like, man, I'm deaf. I was thinking in my head, I'm like, oh, he's taking me to the office and firing my ass. I didn't even answer him. I was just like yeah,
Sure.
what are we talking about, bro?
You still can.
I feel like
What the
if
fuck?
you really want to join the military, man, I feel like you should do it, man.
I don't. That was just I was thinking about it, man.
I honestly feel that everyone should join. Every single person. I feel like everyone should do it.
I feel like honestly, that's you can build some character, you know.
It's not even that. It's just the fact that if you do it, then you literally set your life up for the rest of your life, man.
Yeah, a lot of good benefits in that. That's really what I was doing because this is when I first dropped out of college. All I did my entire life was play basketball. This is before I even started rapping again. I was just like, man, fuck it. I got to go to the military and get school paid for.
I mean, you get school paid for, you get the housing, you get a bunch of money for housing.
I wish I would have done it.
You get fucking. There's all types of different benefits you can get, man. Just
You know what my
different
fear
type of
was?
shit. Huh.
This was when I was 18. Like, my fear was just being gone. Like being just away from, because I actually started rapping before I went to MEPS. It was after I dropped out of college. I started doing a little rapping with my homie Aaron, and I was just dabbling in it. And then when I got cold feet, it was just like, man, like, because I had released one of my first mixtapes or whatever. I was like, man, how can I just go disappear for a year? You know, I'm gonna come back and I'm not gonna be relevant. I'm not gonna do the worst decision, bro. Because like I done took off 5. I took 5 years off now, and I can still just jump right back into where it was.
Yep.
And that was my biggest fear, was like leaving.
I mean,
It was dumb.
You got to think about it. The National Guard, you're not gone. Like
You're
gone for 1 year just because you got to go through all this training, but you're literally coming right back to your mama's basement.
Exactly. In my mind, though, like
That's what a lot of them, they come right back to their mom's basement. They get a regular job, and then 1 week in a month, 2 weeks out throughout the summer, they're gone.
Yeah.
Playing war.
That's pretty fire.
And I didn't consider all
not.
that like an idiot.
It's not that.
But the benefits are great, man. Cause fuck, trying to get this shit with a job. I'm telling you, you can't survive out here with just a job.
You know what's crazy? The National Guard and the reserves and shit, they don't get paid that much. They literally get paid for that.
Not.
But they got help with their education. And that's what I was there for.
Yeah,
like,
and that's I try to tell people who join, like, yeah, okay, why are you joining? And they're like, oh, I want to get this, I want to do that, I want to do that. I'm like, okay, do you know that your whole purpose in life is to go die for your country? They're like, fuck,
yep.
No, that ain't. I'm like,
that's what I didn't have. There too, they were passionate. Like I was booked with a motherfucker who was sitting there studying his ASVAB fucking training book the night before we had to take the test or whatever.
I mean, you ain't gotta be passionate, but it's just like you gotta know that's what. No matter what your job is, you gotta know this is your purpose in life, to die.
Well, yeah. I don't know. I think you should have passion about this shit. You should feel it a little bit.
Nah, I didn't. When I first joined, I just knew I wasn't gonna go to college, and I knew if I stayed here, I was really gonna jump into some shit that I shouldn't have.
I just don't want to lie to myself. It's like same. I kind of relate it to going to church. It's like I could go to church and act like I'm having a good time, but I don't believe in that shit. Yeah. I don't believe in my country that enough. Like, and I'm not a patriot.
I think you will if you joined. I wasn't a patriot, but once you join, it's kind of like, okay, man,
get brainwashed.
It's not brainwashed. I mean, it's like your homeboys back on the block. They're like, I fuck with y'all. I'd die for y'all. If someone came through, and I'd do that. And then you meet your people who are literally supposed to die for you. And it's like, okay, yeah, I guess it's not about the country. It's just about your people. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. There's some few motherfuckers who I was in with who I would literally push in front of the bullets. I would let you jump on a landmine or IED. Fuck you. But everybody else is like,
that
bro,
makes sense.
If something happened, like, fuck this shit. I'm about to fight, dude. Now you done took my homeboy. You got to get this ass whooping, and then I'm gonna kill you.
Yeah, more like a brotherhood thing.
That's what it is, man.
Well, that's when I realized when I went to college that I didn't want to play basketball. Like I didn't give a fuck about that shit, because I would. Them motherfuckers loved that shit. They would get back from practice in the dorms, and they would break down what happened at practice. They would sit there and talk about practice the whole time, and I'm like, yo, I just want to play Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah.
Like I don't care about what happened. I don't care when you crossed me. Yeah, it happened. Yeah, you dunked on me. Okay,
I'm 5'9", bitch. Duh, you supposed to.
I don't want to break down what just happened because it was traumatizing. Okay, so I got back to the dorms, and I was just like. They'd just be sitting there talking about that shit, and I'd just be in a motherfucking corner like, man, I hate basketball, bro. This is not what I like doing. And because sometimes you have to get around those motherfuckers who really like doing that shit and really have, like, if you get around a motherfucker who really wants to fight for your country and you're not that dude, you feel a little crazy.
Bro, I meet people who say that they want to do it. I'm still not like, fuck this country. I'm here because I know what I can get out of you now, America. I'm here for that. But there's people who have never joined the military. They come into the store all the time and they talk about, oh, I'm like, yeah, I was in the Marines, cool, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And they're like, oh, I wanted to do this and blah, 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 blah. I went to MEPS and I was supposed to sign on to do this. I'm like, shut the fuck up. I don't care. I really don't care about any of that. It's not that exciting, to be honest. It is cool, though, when you just go somewhere and you meet a different service member and y'all can just talk.
Yeah, somebody that's actually been in it.
It's cool. Like I meet service members all the time, or former service members, and they're like, "All right, cool. Yeah, this, that. I was over here. I was over there. Cool, whatever." But when I meet a Marine, and we can just see each other, like, "Yeah, that guy's a Marine," and you just know, and you just have that conversation, and that shit's fucking dope.
Do you think that maybe like the Marines are the only ones who have to bend over like that and get their asshole checked? Because I didn't go through that.
It's there. I'm telling you.
And maybe y'all secretly.
Did you make it past the group?
Yeah, I made it everywhere. I was about to go to the room to put my hand on the Bible and shit. But maybe the Marines, y'all, they have a little special room for y'all. Y'all know deep down inside you got your asshole looked at too.
You got it. That's the brother.
I can feel you got violated.
Maybe then I don't know. Shit.
We're in it together,
but
brother.
I know everybody who was in there. Everybody who I went to MEPS with, they was like, "Bro, what the fuck just happened?"
Yeah, the crab walk was wild for me.
Yeah,
I just felt really, really vulnerable.
Maybe that's part of it.
Yeah.
Make you like cut you down to build you back up type
I mean,
shit.
That's literally, yeah, that's how boot camp is for us, at least. I can't really speak on any other branch because I don't know. I know people in other branches, but it's nothing like the Marine Corps.
So that brings me to a question, man. Do you think that since I feel like that's a form of bullying that goes on in the military. I feel like the uppers bully.
That's true.
So if
Hazing.
we use that method to protect our country and to protect our lives, we use the bullying method. Why over here?
See what you're getting at?
Why over here do we say bullying is not okay and it's not something that we have to eliminate it and everybody? Why is that the case?
I cannot answer that
It's a great question.
because
Hazing and
bro,
shit.
bullying is it's literally from the top down, and I mean it's not so much like this person to this person. This like you can see it, but it's like they're just doing their job, you know. But as shit rolls downhill, it gets worse and worse and worse, you know. And I'm talking like I'm in a month longer than you, so I'm more senior than you, so I can say this, that, and the third type shit.
Right.
And motherfuckers, they rock off of that shit. I'm like, bro, hell no. There was a when I left Japan and went to California.
We knew you're in Japan, all right? God damn.
I just want to give you the story. Fuck you. When I left there and went to California, there was a dude in my new unit that I had seen in Japan. They came over for a deployment or whatever. I'd seen him over there, and I knew that this guy was a lower rank than me. So I'm like, cool. So when I get over there, he's a higher rank than me. I'm like, bro, I know you from somewhere, bro. And this dude, he had been in there like 2 years less than I had been in. So but he's coming up to me trying to tell me how to do shit. I'm like, that's wrong. I'm not doing that shit. I'm like, you're gonna do it because I'm a corporal and you're a lance corporal. I'm like, you can die or get your ass beat. It's one or the other. I'm not doing that shit because I went to war with everybody over shit like this. I'm like, I'm not doing this shit because of X, Y, and Z. It's just gonna get people killed. I'm not doing it. You're not gonna tell me to do something to get Marines killed. Cause we can box about it for real. And people would be like, well, you gonna let him talk to me like that? He's a E3. I'm a fucking whoever the fuck. I'm like, and everybody else would be like, I mean, he's right. He went about it the wrong way, but he's right. You're not doing that stupid shit because you're gonna get people killed. And yeah, fuck you, fuck all y'all.
Yep.
I just feel like that line of communication might be the best way to survive. Honestly,
I mean,
I think more honesty.
I think it is natural.
I think bullying. I 100%, and people are gonna hate me for this. I 100% think bullying
Builds character.
Yes,
it does. But like at the same time, I feel for the kids who are not as strong as the other ones and end up committing suicide
Absolutely.
or they're traumatized from it. But at the same time, like I remember me as a kid, middle school, I got bullied one time, and then like I let it happen. I felt so shitty about myself. Next time they tried it, I stood up for myself, and I just bucked up. We didn't fight. I just bucked up. They ain't bullied me ever again. And then from that point on, like I always knew that I learned that lesson. I always knew that you can't let a motherfucker like you have to make they're gonna make an example out of, you have to make an example out of them or whatever. You have to let everybody else know that can't happen. So in some senses, man, it helps a lot of people. Same with like haters saying, "Oh, you can't rap, you can't do this, you can't do that." I can't sit here and lie and say it doesn't fuel the fuck out of me.
Mm-hmm.
And like, yeah, it hurts initially. You get hot tempered or whatever. And same thing with debating. Sometimes you get hot and pissed off because somebody's like schooling you, and that's different from bullying, I think. But like with the music, when somebody says you suck, and they really believe that shit, and it is kind of bullying because music is subjective. You shouldn't even say that to somebody. So when somebody's doing that, they're intending to hurt you.
Yeah.
But it could be the truth.
I want to hurt you, Drake. You suck.
See that, and that's the thing. Like,
I just want
Drake don't give a fuck about that. But somebody, if you said that about a local artist, which a lot of people hold back from doing, people hold back from talking about names. You know, they don't mention names when it comes to local artists because they feel like that's bullying.
Yeah.
But then when it comes to having
Eli
hip hop
fucking
conversation.
Eli's fucking terrible.
Yeah, right. When it comes to having hip hop conversations, like we'll sit here and get super serious about, nah, you're crazy. Andre 3000 is this, that, or that, like, or bow wow, but what? Are you serious? That nigga sucks, blah, blah, blah. We'll have those real conversations and we'll give our real opinions. But then when it comes to people we know, we're like, oh, we can't bully them. But then some of them need to hear that shit.
Yeah.
What's crazy is we don't bully them with our mouths. We bully them by not supporting them. If they're doing a show over here, I'm not going to that shit. I don't want to hear that motherfucker. Or I'm not listening to this album. Fuck him. No, I don't like it.
Yeah, would you rather me be fake and act like I care, or would you rather hear the truth?
Because some people walk into your face, yeah, bro, I fuck with your shit. It's dope, blah, 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 blah. And then
They walk
they
away.
never
like,
show up to a show, they never do this,
And
never do that.
That's the thing. That's what fucks with my anxiety. I got anxiety. So, like, I'd rather know what the fuck you're thinking. Like, if you don't fuck with the show, tell me you don't fuck with the show so I don't think, or if I don't bring it up one time, like, man, this happened on my podcast, blah, blah, blah. Man, and they're thinking in their mind, oh, fuck this nigga's podcast. Fuck this dude's podcast. I want to know that. Tell me that. I'm not going to get offended. There's there's billions and billions of people on this motherfucking earth, bro. Like, I'm not going to be, everything's subjective in this lane.
And it would help to know why you don't like it.
Yeah,
That's a lot of the reason.
Well, a lot of times with this stuff, like I said, it's subjective. So it's like they just
don't have a reason because they don't watch it. It's like they watched one episode or heard one little thing. And it's like, I don't like this shit.
Well, they could just not like the person on it, or just decide like you have an opinion that's strong or whatever. They don't agree with that one opinion.
Yeah.
Now they're like, I'm never gonna watch that show again because like some people think like that.
Mm-hmm. Especially with us doing like trending topics and shit. People are going to war for fucking Leah, whatever the fuck.
It's always like a side thing you have to take, and if you ride right in the middle, then it's really hard for somebody to actually judge you, because like you can't really say shit, because I see most things both ways.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have my opinion on it, but I'm gonna respect both ways. So
do you have to do the research for both sides?
Do you think? Because I feel the same way. I'm in the middle about a lot of things. Do you think it's pussy?
What?
Do you think it's the pussy way to go about things?
Not having like an exact opinion.
Yeah.
In a way, yeah.
Sometimes I feel that way.
If you're just playing both sides to not cause an argument, yes. But if you're playing both sides because you believe this and you believe that,
yeah,
then no.
Like when it comes to
you're
politics,
just a free thinker.
Like when it comes to politics, I can't pick a side. Like for the life of me, I don't give a fuck if there's a crowd or me just in a room. I can't decide what I agree with, what I disagree with. It's just everywhere. All the information is just scattered.
Yeah.
See, I think people want you to pick sides, but it's so hard to. And the people that do, they're really probably fully not for that. Nothing's black and white like that. So there's things on both sides that people agree with.
But to get your side, whatever your side is trying to accomplish, do you think that it takes that? Now you can't play the middle because you're trying to get shit accomplished, and if you play the middle, nothing's gonna happen on either side. It's just gonna stay in the middle.
I think that. So I think about this all the time. You know, there's more than one or more than two political parties, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And none of those political parties ever win. But most of the times, those people who are in those parties, those lower whatever parties, they take this and that from both sides and like, oh, let's do this. And they're the ones like, what the fuck? You're crazy. Hell no.
Yeah.
And that's why they never win.
Well, that's the thing, like with believing in aliens. Like I believe that there's aliens out there. Some people, when you bring up aliens, they're like, this motherfucker's crazy. And I think that's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? And that's the one thing I'm really, like, not on the middle in, for real. Like, when it comes to life outside of here, I know we can't.
There has to be.
We're not the only ones.
There has to be other people.
Can't be. It's been here way too long.
Absolutely.
This shit's too complex for our minds to even comprehend.
Shit, they even said there is aliens.
What do you
Fucking
think?
government.
I don't think that aliens are this thing on your computer.
I think there's a form of aliens that may look like that.
Maybe, but I think there's aliens that look just like some Men in Black type shit, look just like us on the street.
Or shapeshifters.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I feel like a lot of stuff that we can't do is possible at other places. Like time travel, I'm pretty sure that people can time travel on fucking Jupiter or whatever.
Yeah. There's better. It's way better. Well, not Jupiter. I don't know about Jupiter.
In another galaxy somewhere.
Yeah. But you know, somewhere
billions
else,
of galaxies.
there's motherfuckers. They can time travel. They can fucking read minds and shit. They can.
Well, there's other Earths, like other Earth type planets and shit. So
yeah,
if You know, it's the mix of everything. The sun being a certain distance away from there being enough water to sustain life. There's Earth-like planets like that, so for us to assume that there's just nobody on there.
Well, even that, like, there's probably beings that can live without a sun, you know, like,
because they evolved to that.
Different shit.
Yeah.
And there's only one galaxy that we've studied ever, and it's ours, and we know of others that probably have more planets than that, too, so, yeah, it's pretty fucking ignorant to think that there's nothing else out there.
I gotta go grab somebody.
That's selfish.
Yeah, it is.
Jesus. I was about to say, getting up like a fucking...
Oh, man, that noise right there just aged you. You are now 96 years old.
96.
What did I start at?
You outlived the fucking...
You started at 27.
Yep.
That's what you started at. Now you're 96
You
years
outlived
old.
the Japanese.
But I think, have you ever seen the deepest hole that was ever dug? Like, it's like a fraction. It's so small compared to what is left or whatever. And
Yeah,
it's like, damn, we don't even know what's under us, really. You know, there could be some extraterrestrial life underneath us.
Yeah.
Or
I mean, shit. I think about even all the ocean creatures. Like, those seem most alien to me.
They look like aliens.
Like if you can see some crazy ass fucking fish with a big ass mouth and like sharp ass teeth, like, why can't you think somebody else is coming from somewhere else, like, or even not even gonna come? I think that's probably the biggest thing. Like, when people think about aliens, they think they're among us, but there's definitely shit living somewhere else.
Yeah.
Obviously, like,
And maybe if they come here, it's not like maybe they don't show themselves. And maybe when we do have those UFO encounters or whatever, they're making like mistakes or something. Maybe their plan was to be completely stealthy with it, you know?
yep, they set their fucking directions wrong.
I would love to see, live to see the day where we find that out. That'd be crazy. I have this.
Would you believe it? Like, if there was like some national like news thing, then it was like our first alien ever, like it came out and shit. It would be so hard to believe that it actually was that. Like, our government's actually like telling us for real now, or
You fucking see a Tesla logo on the bottom of it and shit.
yeah,
Like,
it's Elon Musk in a mask.
We know what you're up to, Elon. That's not a fucking alien.
It's just like, let's go to Mars, everybody.
Let's go to Mars. That's
go
the only
to
thing.
Mars.
Let's go to Mars. Aliens could be robots, honestly.
Sponsored by Space Force. No, I don't know, dude.
You ever hear the theory, or I don't know if this is actually one, it's something I thought about, that
98.
98 years
98.
old, man. That whole egg theory fucks me up the most, man. Something is attached to that egg theory.
What, the chicken or the egg thing?
Nah, just the fact that that you're the only one living this experience, and everybody else is a figment of your imagination.
Does that have something to do with simulation too?
What do you mean?
Like, is that kind of like the simulation theory?
Yeah, kind of in a sense, but
Right. I don't know. I feel like that's, what's the right word? Not selfish, but arrogant
What's the
to
question?
think that.
the egg theory, where it's a theory that you're the only person that exists, and then everything else is just made up, and you're the only one experiencing this, whatever you're experiencing right now. Basically, I'm fake. If in your mind, in your life, I'm fake. He's fake. This whole thing is
Like imaginary friends and shit.
yeah, or maybe just a universe that plays out in one's own mind.
Like, you are the god of your own universe.
Could be, because
That'd be dope.
they say manifestation is a real thing. So like maybe you're manifesting.
If I was God, I would not be going through the shit that I be going through.
One of it that would mean though.
You'd have your own podcast if you're God, huh? Be
Uh,
like, fuck RawDistrict.
yeah, I definitely would say fuck y'all and do my own shit.
Yeah, if you were God, I don't blame
I'd be
you.
the district that's wrong, but
That scares me though, man. That's a
Cookie
scary
district.
thought. to me, for real. To think you're the only one experiencing this shit.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't think I'm that important. I don't know. My life hasn't been as significant as others. So if I am my own God and everybody else is out here getting money and I'm not, I'm gonna be pissed.
But I mean, like, you don't know. You wouldn't know. It would just be something that it just happened.
So what happens when you die?
That's
During the egg theory.
That's what I think. Like when DMT is in your mind or whatever, and it gets released when you die. So you have DMT?
All right now, but
fucking drug addicts. I hate all y'all.
got some.
But they say it gets released when you die or whatever. So in my mind, the afterlife is a heaven or hell like experience based on your karma in your life. So like if you lived a horrible ass life and you were a scum and you're over here vaping people and you have all this in your mind, even if you got away with it,
Watching nugget porn.
it's stuck.
Chill.
Fucking sinner.
Chill.
It's stuck in your mind, right? And so when you die, that whole thing they say about karma in heaven and hell, it could all play out in your own mind because that DMT gets released and then it just creates a new universe in your mind.
That's kind of what I
So
think.
you just keep going on and on and on.
That's what I think. You just keep. It's just like a
That would be
everlasting
dope.
thing.
I feel like you should know at some point though.
I don't
Like,
think
if
it's
you're-
a
like, if
human
you're
experience.
if you're reincarnated or some shit like that, you should know like, okay, I've been here before. Fuck this deja vu shit. Like,
See, part of me does think that you might be able to be reincarnated just because there's so many different stories of like a little kid recalling stories of like an old woman or something. And the only people that know of it is their kids, and they explain it to them or something. That's unexplainable.
yeah.
But I don't think it's a human experience when you die. I think it was way more than this.
You know what fucks me up?
Mm.
Butterflies and immortal jellyfish.
Immortal jellyfish.
The only thing that lives forever on Earth is the immortal jellyfish. What happens is when they get in danger of dying, I watched this documentary late at night, so I didn't comprehend everything. But basically, that motherfucker who was about to die goes to this little something or whatever, and it reproduces, but it's the same living thing, and that never dies.
It's like they jump out of its shell or something and become something.
It's kind of like Venom. You ever seen Venom? It's like the symbiote. It can just branch off and create something
kind of
else.
like that. That's why it was describing it, but like it was still the same original entity. It wasn't having like kids or anything.
So yeah. So how does he make more of them?
Does it still have the same trauma?
You have to watch that documentary, man.
Yeah, send that over. That's weird.
I watch a lot of I'll send it, and it's actual facts. And then the butterfly that also fucks me up.
From a caterpillar to a butterfly?
You go from caterpillar, you're living this experience as a caterpillar.
Weak ass caterpillar.
You get into a cocoon, which could
Be a casket.
and then you go through a process, and then you come out something
Hit your
else.
thriller. Yeah.
Gorgeous.
Hit your thriller. Yeah.
That's what fucks me up. Plants as well. Like plants are a living thing, and they can come back.
Trees, they lose all their leaves and then
They come back stronger, or they can come back weak as shit one year and then come back the next year even stronger. Like, that's just weird.
Mm. Yeah, plants that come back every year. That's another one that was like,
Without replanting them or
What's
redoing
called?
anything.
perennials or annuals.
one of the two. I always get them mixed up. But yeah, if that's possible for that living life, is 100% possible for the most complex thing on Earth, which is a human. I'm pretty sure that we know of, right?
Yeah.
That's the most
mentally probably.
Yeah, so that's the most complex thing. So yeah, it might be 100% possible that we could figure out how to live forever.
That shit's fucked up.
Let's go back to the Bible when they were living like 700 years.
Who?
People in the Bible who was living like 6, 7, 8, 900 years old.
Wrong.
Why not?
Wrong.
Now, where was that? Is that a fact? Or just in the Bible?
In the Bible.
We used to be giants
Is
too,
that a
right?
fact or is it in the Bible?
we used to be giants too.
Yeah.
That was a thing.
Yeah.
It's a weird world, man, we live in. Weird experience, for sure. I do want to dive into one more topic before we get out of here, man. I want to say R.I.P. to the teen who passed away, 14-year-old.
That's just crazy.
In Orlando at Icon Park. It's been fucking me up since I watched that video, man. You go there to a park and you're having the time of your life, and then
I found out he was from Missouri too.
Damn.
football player just there on spring break.
Should have went to Worlds of Fun.
And yeah, man, that shit. Seeing death like that, because a lot of times the internet now, unless you're on the dark web or shit or whatever, nowadays you don't really see death too much on the internet. They kind of got it regulated to a certain point.
Yeah.
Back when we were in high school, you could see a motherfuckers get their head chopped off.
ISIS videos.
And that shit was just every day, natural as fuck. You
Yeah.
turn on YouTube, and that's the first thing that pops up.
And I haven't seen no videos like that for a long time. So when I woke up and seen this kid just get, it looked so crazy because he went up.
You shouldn't be able to show that shit.
It was like a detonator. Well, they posted it early, so I think they attacked it afterwards and
Yeah,
got
it's
it out of
probably-
there.
So did
probably
they not
off
know
now.
he was a fucking kid? Like you
Yeah.
can't even.
I mean,
you can't
that's
even
just
put
somebody-
a kid's name in a fucking
That's
newspaper.
just, it's not like a media outlet.
It was just somebody-
somebody
yeah.
who was there who recorded it, and then once it got shared and everything, it's like, yo, blah, blah, blah.
That's fucked up.
So it was like the detonator. It was that one, but it was the one that goes all the way up and then free falls down. He got to the end of it, the very end of it, and then when it came to that stop, that's when he got shot out of it, and the speed of him was just ridiculous, bro. It's sad as fuck, man, and it reminds me of the Schlitterbomb incident where the kid got his head decapitated.
Yeah, dude.
They got kids in charge of these shits, man.
Right.
Like, and the kid got his head decapitated because there was a certain weight that you had to have to ride that ride.
He was too light and floated up.
It just floated up, and they didn't think that through at all. And like 99 out of 100 times, those ride attendants are gonna, press the right buttons and do the right thing. But those one, like, you can clearly see in one of the angles that this kid was not in the fucking seatbelt or the harness.
Yeah.
It was like everybody's shit was down here. His shit was like up here at an angle because he was a bigger dude.
And
And they just
that's
let him
why I halfway blame him, because like, you know how big you are, bro. Like, you didn't hear that shit click 8 times. Like, come on. But at the same
Yelling at
time,
him or something, be
but
like,
at
I'm
the
not
same
fucking
time,
strapped in.
I blame the attendant who's supposed to go around checking everybody.
Triple check. Fuck
Yeah.
it. You don't need it. Like, that's nothing to
Especially
play
if you
with.
know that somebody's that big and you know that they may not be able to ride. Like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna check everybody. I'm gonna be right back and make sure that you in there.
I feel like at the end of the day, like it's all machinery. It's gonna fuck up eventually.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, but that was a human error.
That definitely was human error.
Yeah.
And
that was
it,
definitely.
I hate to say it, but it's on both parties, because he knew he was too big to be in that seat like that.
But at the same time, man, when you go into those parks, man, that's their responsibility to make sure it's all correct. Because you don't,
You're right.
when you're getting on that ride,
Yeah,
you're scared, you have anxiety,
like this is safe, right? Like
you're laughing with your friends.
You're trying to have fun and shit, just kick it.
And because it was stuck there, like it wasn't like, you have it goes up or whatever, and then it comes down, it locks in, and it seemed like it was locked in because he was sitting there with his hands down.
Yeah.
So it seemed like it, but yeah, man, it's fucked up.
And it's really sad because he wasn't like, he was a big kid, so he was bigger than everybody else there, but he wasn't like huge. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it wasn't like a TLC big.
Yeah.
So
he probably could have fit in there, but he just needed that extra push. Like,
and one thing I want to say before I slide past that comment that I just made, I hate those fucking shows. Those,
I
600
understood
pound
it.
life?
Yeah.
oh my God, those fat people shows, bro. They're
I
fat,
almost put that on the other day, but I watched Hoarders instead.
bro. I hate all those
It's
shows.
terrible.
But the ones that fuck me up the most is the fat ones. Like, yo,
Yeah, am I supposed to feel sorry for you?
well, I don't understand the entertainment behind it. Like, obviously, we know how a fat person's they can't get out. They can't get up without help. They need people to bring them food. They talk about the same struggles, and they have like 8 different shows about this shit.
pussy in 12 years.
I wonder why.
Shit, I hate that shit, man.
I wonder why.
My girl be trying to watch that shit. I turn it
Why?
off. Oh my God.
Where's the entertainment in that?
It's not. I'm amused, honestly. I shouldn't be. I know.
It's just such a different thing.
That's just terrible.
It's their whole lifestyle. They act like they don't understand how they got to like 555 pounds, and I just don't understand what I need to do to lose weight.
That's what pisses me off.
Not eat a whole 12 piece from Popeyes.
Right.
That'd probably be smart.
I have biscuits and gravy 5 times a day.
I've watched every show on Netflix.
Yep.
There was
They
a
just
dude.
sit there like big ass like different creatures
You
where
know
their
what?
legs are tucked under their body and shit.
Yeah.
I fucking hate watching them.
There was a
eat,
dude
too. They're
who,
always on there eating. Stop it.
There was a dude who he was like about to be there. He was like 400 something pounds.
You're not fat
He was
enough
like,
for
bro,
this show.
I gotta change something because his doctor's like, you're gonna die if you don't stop right now. And so he like he lived like a mile away from like Walmart, so three meals a day he would walk to and from Walmart, and he lost the weight in like
Fuck
2
yeah.
years.
That's what's up. I love seeing that shit.
Yeah.
All he did is for breakfast he'd get up, walk down to Walmart, buy his fucking breakfast food, go home, cook it.
Just drink water for like 2 years. You're like, you don't. I feel
Man,
like if
there's
that
a
fat,
lot
you
of-
don't even eat.
You can burn a lot. You can lose a lot of weight just by switching.
Be a lot of
to
big people
water.
just pissed off at you for saying that. Just drink water. Just
That's what
drink
I do.
water. You'll lose your weight.
I drink water all the time and I don't eat sometimes.
There's times that I go on a water diet. I won't drink anything for a month except for water. I'll be pissed off. Motherfuckers be getting something right.
You were talking about just drinking water, not eating, though, right?
Yeah.
Not
I mean,
eating, just water.
Let your body eat itself. Got enough.
Honestly, when
around.
you're that big, you
Am
can
I
go
supposed
a
to feel
while
sorry
without
for them? I don't
hunger.
know. Unless you have a condition, you did it to yourself.
Yeah. I mean, I don't feel bad for those that big of a person. I feel bad for like,
Motherfucker got to help him.
I feel bad for like I feel
Their
bad for
beds.
regular big people. Like people who are just a little bit overweight who maybe just have to work a lot and they don't have time to go to the gym and it's just life just gets to them or whatever.
I mean, yeah, it is a cycle. It's an addiction, like eating and shit. Like, especially if you do have
Gluttony.
a condition and you're depressed and shit, and like that's all you know, and like you have no hope. It's like I'm never gonna get past this shit. I might as well just kill myself.
I just
Eating
don't-
so much.
I want to know how they get married and find love and shit. I just need the secret.
Yeah, there's
Shut up.
There's somebody out here for everybody. I'm telling you,
Well,
everybody can
bitch,
find.
pull up to the crib, man. Damn, I'm tired of waiting on your ass.
That is interesting to see how they find love. Have you ever seen that 90 Day Fiance show?
No, I don't watch that
You
shit.
seen
'cause
that?
it's-
Yeah,
I seen the like
That's wild.
clips
and they're all
shit.
famous now.
I seen the clips and shit, but I'm like, I don't get that either.
Just all entertainment.
Yeah, TLC is a wild station, man.
Now the home flipping shit, that's cool. That shit's fake too, but it's cool.
Well, everything on TV is fake.
Yeah.
Boy, they'd be some stupid motherfuckers to get on and do live anything or real anything on TV. When you got
Anymore?
them,
Yeah.
that's a wrap
Like
for that.
actual TV.
No, and it's spilling over to social media too, man. Like the little fake pranks and the setup TikTok videos and
You
shit.
can tell right away.
Yeah, it's like, yo, but that's cool though because it reaches that same daytime television crowd or whatever that's on TikTok now, and those are the people that make money for companies. It's just like
If I ever
scripted
see
ass,
anybody
predictable shit.
walking up to me, holding their phone like this, hey, can you do this for me? Nigga, just, come on, bro. Where's the camera? Let's just do this shit and get this over with. Stop trying to hide and act fake.
Yeah,
What the thing that gets me is those fake welcome home videos. That shit be pissing me off.
Oh, those are fake.
You could tell the fake ones from the real ones.
yeah. There's some real shit sprinkled out there, of course, but yeah, for the most part, everybody's like, take two. Let's try this again. Let's go viral, motherfucker.
Yeah, the shit that it's like you show up at somebody's house, like, oh, we're meeting this person for the first time. They're already mic'd up inside and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what killed me was Pimp My Ride. I learned that shit. Well, I kind of had a feeling when I was younger. I was like, man, why are they always home? Like, why do they always come the first knock? Like,
Yeah.
I was like, man, I started to question it. It was like, when I was younger and I was trying to figure shit out about Santa. And I was like, man, ain't no way.
Santa ain't real like Pimp My Ride.
Why is Exhibit walking around in Compton? No security. He just walking in somebody's house right
Man,
now.
I know that's where you're from and all, but like you're
act-
famous
act
now.
Surprised,
How do you drive with a fish tank in your car?
dude. All those cars are fucked now.
Yeah, that shit was a scam.
Because they didn't fix the
They don't
problems.
fix
They
the
just
actual inside. They just fucking.
they made it look cool. They didn't fix that fucking suspension.
Yo, my radiator was out. I did not need a disco ball.
Yeah,
Like, what? I want to go to work.
See that one where they put like the biggest subwoofer in this dude's car? It looked like a fucking atom bomb, and it was like sticking out from his trunk too. It's like sticking up right by his head. It's like, wow, I can't even put this shit on fucking 1, and it's gonna blow my shit up. I'd be pissed, bro.
And they had to sign NDAs and shit, so they didn't sue the company and shit, West Coast Customs,
and they couldn't sell them.
Yep,
they were not allowed to sell the cars.
I would just make a video of me destroying it.
Shit, that was before YouTube monetization. I'm sure somebody would have done that shit.
Oh hell yeah!
But then you just had to take it on the chin.
Yep,
take it on the chin,
just like a babe.
See, you could do a comedy set. You're wrapping everything up into that one punchline. You could do a comedy set.
Good callback.
Yeah, I'm gonna make that a shirt.
Take it on the chin.
Take it on the chin.
Let me ask y'all this question.
Sell it at Spencer's.
I gotta ask you this question first. What was you talking about with the Michael Jackson thing?
Oh yeah, I said I tagged you and I was like, I was listening to Michael Jackson.
Amazing. Shout out to you, Dad.
I got into a rabbit hole and I was just like, man, you know what? This Michael Jackson dude does have some potential, man. So I just made a status.
Great kid, that Michael Jackson.
So I just made a status and I was like, yeah, Jordan, real shit, man. This Michael Jackson guy does have a lot of potential.
He was doing well.
Potential.
He has a good shot. I think he could be
I'll knock all this shit over.
He could be the next Trey Songz.
I'll knock all this shit over. Don't
the next Tory Lanez.
For real though, Michael Jackson's not fucking with Trey Songz when it comes to lyrical. I can't even say that with a serious.
When it comes to what?
Nothing, bro. I'm gonna just quit.
Yeah.
No, Michael Jackson is unbelievably good.
I was it yesterday or today? Yesterday. I put it on Snapchat. I guess I was listening to Earth song, and that shit's just like real chill. And then at the end, he just starts spazzing out, just talking shit. And I'm like, what about the Earth made you want to go so hard for this? Because he like really like talked his shit and was going in on it. I was like, all right, I fucks with it. Amazing song, but yeah, he was talking his shit. I fucks with it.
He's good, man. Honestly, you know, I'm not the one to lie. Like my parents didn't listen to Michael Jackson like that, so I wasn't the.
What era were you listening to?
Music?
Yeah. Was it 80s mic, 90s mic, 70s mic?
Oh, just recently?
Yeah. What were you listening to?
I was in all of it. I was listening to his music for about an hour, and I'm not good with song titles, so I just kind of like listen. I'd be smoking, drinking, and I'm just like, man, this shit is vibe.
Did have some bangers.
Yeah, I don't.
Don't stop.
I suck at song titles, bro, and I suck at memorizing lyrics. Like, and some people think that, and they mistake that for being like unknowledgeable about music and whatnot.
There's too much of it.
See, I don't. Yeah. I choose to keep that out of my memory bank. I don't need to know song title names. Like I can just I could put the motherfucker's name in there and I can figure it out, find it. That's going on a quest for a song.
Listen to the sound.
Yeah.
And if it's something popular, you're going to find it pretty quick. I get that.
It is nice forgetting a song and like you remember that you loved it and then you finally find it after like 5 years and you're like, yeah. Shit.
Yeah,
shout out Mike, man.
Shout out Mike.
I just want to let y'all know that Off victims. The Wall is he had no victims. Off the Wall is his greatest album musically.
Jordan was his lawyer.
I could have been.
Oh, I didn't want to. I've been missing this topic every week though. I do want to get into this. T.I. the comedian.
Oh yeah.
T.I. is moving over from rap to comedy.
I support it.
I support anybody trying to do whatever they want to do, but I'm gonna be real with you. T.I. is not gonna be a good comedian. He's way too serious, and he's just like he's too sensitive about everything.
Yeah,
he's not made for this shit. I don't care.
It doesn't seem like stand up comedy because it was like more storytelling shit. So I don't know, and he's trying to, and like the shit with Godfrey, he was saying. He felt dissed and shit, but the whole time he was saying, I don't give a fuck what people say. It's like, obviously you do because you're crying to real comedians about how they were saying that. Well, he respects them, obviously, but, like, you have to wait your fucking turn. You can't just pop in and, like, act like you deserve a set just because you're T.I. Like, that's not respecting the game and shit.
I respect it because he's, you know, everybody's doing the podcasting. He was one of the first to have his own podcast. as far as like celebrities and shit go, and he's done with that now. So he's like, man, let me try a different lane that not everybody's jumping to. Let me try this comedy shit. And if you're a fan of comedy, I feel like you can easily come up with a quick 15-minute set. I mean, it may take you a while to get there, but I feel like you can do it. So
Yeah.
If
But
you got influence everywhere. Like fucking Red Fox influences me a little bit in my everyday life because I'm just old, I guess. You know, but
I just don't want his perspective. Like I don't care.
but you already have it with his music.
Yeah,
It's a
but
fucking rubber band,
I
man.
love T.I.'s music.
Well,
That's one thing
Taliban.
I will stand behind T.I. and say he's one of the better rappers out there who's underrated because he
Definitely.
made a lot of dope ass music.
Definitely.
But when he starts talking, bro,
Yeah, stop trying so hard, bro.
I there's a feeling of like I just don't like him,
Seems disingenuous.
and I don't know. And I hate saying that because it's just through podcast and just him doing interviews and stuff. But I just don't like the guy. One time he was on the 85 South show, and he was just like he just thinks he's better than everybody, and he was like,
kind of got
he said that,
Dang,
oh
no.
man, y'all, they were talking about their fan base or whatever, and he was like, man, y'all fans don't got no jobs, and he was dead ass serious. Like he was saying people who watch the 85 South show don't have jobs, and then Carlos Miller in DC immediately got like offended. He was like, nah, man, they're listening to it while they're at the jobs. What are you talking about? So him coming in there into that lane and being like, a bunch of bums listen to this shit, bro. I think he's out of touch with a lot of shit, and he thinks he's
And so many
closer than
people respect him.
Yeah.
As like, I mean, especially like that Atlanta base and the South base. So many people respect him because he was one of the first to really like put on for the South. I mean, you had Outkast and shit in the '90s, but that 2000s era, T.I., Gucci, and Jeezy, wasn't nobody touching him
right
as far as
in
idols
music.
go. Yeah,
In music,
I am a Ti fan.
3-6 Mafia in the South, wasn't nobody touching them.
music though. Like I don't care about what 3-6 Mafia has to say about politics.
Yeah,
Same with T.I. I don't care about his politics. Like like say it all you want,
Yeah.
express yourself, but he makes it seem like he's so smarter than he is.
but
Like,
you gotta think, man. These are the people who can help us get out. In a
no,
way.
not if you're gonna be closed-minded to.
True.
He's closed-minded as fuck, and he
True.
has he's like this when he's talking about certain shit, and it's like, especially with this Godfrey thing. Like he's not a comedian, and he's gonna go to Godfrey, who's 20 years in the game, and even challenge him. Like he went on the podcast and still being combative about it. It's like, no,
Right.
man, if you hear a comedian who's seasoned, who everybody respects, say like, yo, usually the best comedian closes out shows, and you're like, after they close out the show, they go to the back room and they're done.
Yeah.
They don't be entitled and think that the motherfucker has to stay and watch you. I feel the same way. If I just got done with my set and I'm in my mind,
Chilling
I'm
now.
the headliner, I'm not sitting down in the crowd and watching
Godfrey
T.I.
said that on the Breakfast Club. He's like, it's just what I do. As soon as I'm done, I go in the back, I chill, relax.
And if you're headliner, you're supposed to be last. So why do you think that you should be popping on right after him?
And
The show's over at that.
Just expecting to get respect.
And that was my thing where he took offense to that. It's like, yo, why? Like, if you're already, like, coming in here stepping on people's toes, like, just take that and just kind of, like, it's a lesson. Like,
Be appreciative at least. He seems like he's feels like he's obligated to be able to be wherever he wants to be.
and he also, you mentioned the podcast, too. He mentioned on, I forgot what, No Jumper, why he quit the podcast. He just was,
T.I. did?
yeah.
I ain't watched that one yet.
He was like, he felt like he didn't get enough credit right away.
Really?
Yeah.
His
Jesus
shit was decent because he had on some decent
What's
some
it called?
decent guests.
Expeditiously.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Shut the fuck up.
Bro, he had on some decent guests, had some decent conversations.
No, it was pretty good.
He had the word of the day or word of the week or whatever, and shit, I actually learned some shit, but I forgot all that shit already. But
To have that entitlement,
yeah,
even in that lane, it's like he thinks that and then he had the same entitlement with verses. Like he was thinking that he's one of the top dogs. And like, bro, a lot of people can rap.
I wonder why
lap
he
you.
never did that with music. Probably because Jeezy and Gucci would kill him.
I think he did. Like he was trying to. Who was he trying to go against?
I'm talking when he first came out and was coming up and shit. Well, I guess he did because he's like, I'm the king of the
Yeah.
South. So it's like, bitch, I'm the best or whatever. But
I don't know.
That's
I like his music, but I
I
don't
like
know.
his music. I mean, I like this podcast.
I don't
mean,
like his point of view on shit because he was contradicting himself the whole time to Godfrey because he was like, I respect you and shit, like I don't care about the shit, but I care so much. This is why I'm talking to you about it, and I'm fucking butthurt. Like acting like he shouldn't have that opinion, even though he's been in it way fucking longer. It just seems, and he should know that as a rapper, as an artist that's been in the game as long as Godfrey's been in his game. It's like, you can't just fucking book a show with T.I. and be on it. Like,
yeah, that's what fucks me up.
That's what Godfrey said.
But that's why I think he's not gonna be good at this shit. Is because like, yo, you should have spun a joke off that. If you're trying to be a comedian, you got to get into this. You have to. It's banter.
right.
If he's saying he don't want to watch you, wait till you got a platform to say something about Godfrey. Slide one in. Be a comedian.
Yeah.
This motherfucker wants to sit down and have conference meetings with comedians. Like, what?
I really want to know what type of business are you gonna do with a group of comedians? They gonna sit there and roast your ass the whole time.
That's the point, that they're literally always trying to laugh, and T.I. is always trying to sun people.
Right.
He's always trying to be super serious, and it's just like, I don't know if it mixes. But hey, he's T.I., so like he's gonna have crowds.
He's gonna be there regardless. Yeah. And if it like
Did he
if
start it, like,
somebody's
open
allowing
mics?
you to get on, then do it. But
I think he did. I think he might have started off doing some open mics, but
I don't think he did.
Did he not?
That's what I think it was. Or maybe he did. I don't know. I can't remember what Godfrey he was saying to Godfrey and shit, but he was basically saying, he said something about, I'm the exception to the rule or some shit. Like,
no,
that's
you're
some
not.
arrogant ass shit.
Make me laugh. And you know what?
That's it.
I think, bro, I like TIP and I like Rashad. I don't like I fuck with Rashad, bro. Like, honestly.
Bro, go to hell. What?
No, Rashad was cool. Everybody wanted to be like Rashad, bro.
I guess.
He was cool. He had new and everything. But this T.I. guy, bro.
Good kid, he has potential.
Oh my god, y'all are funny.
Man,
I don't know. I just feel like comedy's not oversaturated like the rap game is, so he really has to present himself in the comedy game, because not everybody can just go up there and be a comedian. 'Cause if you're not funny, you're not funny. But people can go up there and start rapping about anything. Someone's gonna like it somewhere.
yeah.
And comedians are way more protective of their circles
craft.
and shit, and like than rappers are, because I don't know. It is like a rule thing.
Well, like when comedians start stealing jokes and stuff like that, that's a serious business in comedy. But like rap, motherfucker still flows and
Still
bars
melody all day long.
all day, and you can't even really say nothing. Like, hey man, it's kind of is what it is.
Yeah.
But with comedy, if you steal somebody's shit, motherfuckers,
You're gonna hear about it.
They're all roasting you. Yeah.
you get fucking convicted. Shout out to Carlos Mencia. Shout out to Leslie.
You know what his real name is?
Not I think. Hold on, let me think. Ned. Yeah. It was back there, bro.
Yeah.
Sometimes it takes a while.
Yeah, y'all fuck with Gabriel Iglesias.
I think he came to Topeka
I think so.
like years ago, but
I fuck with him. Am I watching Fluffy do a stand up for more than 10 minutes? No.
I watched some of the stand-ups that's on Netflix because I was bored when I was like, let's see what this is talking about. And the fact that he was like talking the Mexican side of things and like his life and shit, and I understood fully what the fuck he was talking about. Like, this is strange. So all my Mexican ladies, come holler at me. I love you.
I love you.
I fuck with George Lopez, man.
Fuck yeah. Have you?
I've never watched one of his stand-ups. I need to watch it.
Ever?
The show.
I fuck with George Lopez. Is like, I don't know if I'm a big stand-up fan of him, but I just fuck with his.
I feel like he
I
would
fuck
have
with
an
his show.
amazing stand-up because
He's good.
His podcast is good too.
His
but
podcast is
he's gonna be
funny.
at Prairie Band.
Mm.
He's performing there.
when's that?
I have to send it to you, but I think I'm gonna slide.
I might fuck with that.
Jim Brewer was there too not too long ago. The dude in How High, the white dude, or Half Baked.
Oh,
Yeah.
word.
Oh, the stoner dude.
Yeah.
Oh, he's pretty
funny as fuck.
Yeah, he's pretty funny.
Yeah,
I
that's
feel
the only thing I know.
Prairie Band be bringing a lot of hidden talent there, like
Yeah.
people who fell off or are falling off or just not.
A lot of falling off, like Casey and Sunshine Band and
Bro, I bet that's an
the
amazing
Elvis.
concert.
the Elvis cover band. I bet. But
I went and saw the BB King band and Tito Jackson there. That shit
Hell
was
yeah.
dope as hell.
Yeah, BB King's the shit.
I remember going to Lawrence. It was on Mass Street. They had a Bob Marley's band. I forgot what they.
The Wailers.
The Wailers, yeah, they played for like 3 hours.
It was just his band, or it wasn't a cover band?
No, it was the band.
Oh yeah, that's.
And then I went there. I was listening. I had a drink, and then a couple of us went to a car and smoked. We went to eat. Came back, and the motherfuckers were still going, bro. Like I was like, oh my god, that is crazy.
That's dope that they keep that music alive like
Yeah, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's what happened with BB King's band. They just like, yeah, we got a couple original songs that we did. Here's those are. I was like, all right, cool, good music. But then they played his hits, and I was like, yo, this shit's fucking dope.
I think that's the same thing with the Roger and Zapp band.
Mm.
I think they kept going too after he passed away.
Man, I got rock bands do that shit all the time. If someone dies, they just keep on going.
Yeah, Journey.
They'll find a replacement, or I guess not a replacement, but they'll find somebody to fill in or whatever, and the band still keeps going on.
What up, Chris?
It's good, bro.
I forgot we were live, honestly. It's a late show, man. Ain't nobody in this motherfucking, man.
They're gonna fuck with it later on.
You gotta let's close it out on 2 Reddit type questions, man.
Oh, that I got you. So where does the where does your penis size come from? Is it base to tip or ass to tip? And the ass to tip comes from, that's where your stroke comes from. You get that thrust from your ass and your hips and shit. So do you count that?
Case.
Do you count that as the length of your shit?
No.
Not at all.
But that did remind me that we have hidden penis.
Yeah.
Inside of you.
That's a fucking scam, bro. Let me have that shit. Like, what the fuck is going on?
That
pissed me
It's
off.
like 3
man, when I
inches
found
too,
out.
bro.
That's how you can get like dick extension surgery.
Really?
Because they like yank it out of you.
Yeah, you can get it pulled out. You can't put it back in though. I'm like, I don't want to put it in. Bitch, I'm trying to be a porn star. Fuck you.
No, when I found that shit out, I had felt down there too. I was like, oh, I'll be damned. It's really that's where it's all at.
That's where all,
Okay.
So
That's
you
where all
just
the
gonna
blood's
hide
at.
this shit from me? That's fucked up.
all the blood comes from.
It is
What
some
do you,
bullshit.
so you say no to that?
No, it's definitely from the.
Absolutely, I don't understand the butt thing.
I really don't know what that means.
Bro.
Because if you have a little dick and your stroke game's still good, then do I have a big dick now? No. No.
Not at all.
Oh shit, bro! When my homeboy he heard it on a podcast and he said that shit to me, I was like, bro, what the fuck?
No, that doesn't even make sense.
I was like, I gotta ask that on the pod because that shit's hilarious.
See, what I thought you were saying was from like where your shit. What would that be?
The hidden penis.
Well, like your actual shit from where it is, or like underneath and out. The shit that you can pull out if you needed to.
I measure what's visible. The shaft, the shaft
No,
to
you
the
gotta
bottom.
push
to
some
the
down to
head.
get the extra half inch.
When I measure that shit, when I push that shit as far down, it's like I
don't think I measured my dick.
Wait a
since
minute, why are
eighth
you
grade.
measuring your shit?
You gotta measure. Y'all measure your dick. I gotta know, bro. I gotta know.
Do you think so? Did
You're
it
looking
grow
at the
over
average
time?
size, you're
In the
like, okay,
past
I'm
3
good.
weeks, did you grow 3 inches? What
I
the
don't
fuck?
know, bro.
I haven't measured my
Nigga, you
shit.
ain't grew up. You haven't
Like my
grown
shit.
this way in how long? You think that shit's growing
That's
too?
not what I
this
meant.
way?
That's not
no.
what I meant. I don't actively measure my penis, still, bro. I'm saying when I did.
Did I get a quarter inch today?
Man,
Actually, no. Maybe a couple of years ago, I tried to see it again. I was like, maybe I got
Is it bigger since 7th grade?
bro, the last time I remember measuring my shit was I was in 6th grade.
It's the same thing.
So why the fuck you keep measuring?
I got a ray. There's a ray of sunshine,
gotta
ray
have
of hope.
Oh my god! The last time I measured, I was in 6th grade, and I was like, okay, whatever.
Now I have a valid question because would it have been considered big in 7th grade because you were a smaller person if it hasn't grown since 7th grade?
Yeah, it felt like I was.
You was the man back then.
Oh no! Actually,
Good.
no,
That's
nah.
good.
I hit my probably like my sophomore year. I was done. I was in my 9th grade year, 8th grade year. I started having a mustache and shit. I had hair on my legs. It was a wrap. So I'm pretty much the same motherfucker I was.
I was the same height. I
Yeah.
just got thicker. My dick stayed the same though.
It was considered normal then. It's considered normal now. That's
Yeah.
yeah.
Very average.
Hey, somebody likes it. That's funny.
Maybe they act like they like it. I don't know.
Act all you want, bitch. You still got it.
Yeah, and I have a theory about that shit too, man. I feel like having a regular size meat, you get more sensation. There's a
Stick
better
it all in.
There's a better chance she could deep throat what you got going on. You stick it all in completely. You ain't
Hot
got
take.
to.
I don't like deep throat.
Whoa, 0.
I like a
Press
slow blow.
pause.
Nice little slow blow, you know. I don't need a gok. It kind of like makes me lose sensation.
I want you to look like a pit bull.
It's like you're beating my shit up.
I'm with you, bro. I need you to
But
look
at
crazy.
at some point,
you know
it's
the
just
the
like,
dog off the Sandlot. I want your mouth to look like his.
What was his name in that?
Hercules.
Oh yeah,
Hercules in the
They call
Beast.
him the
It could
Beast,
still
yeah.
be a slow blow if a deep throat slow blow.
Yeah, I
you know what I
suppose.
mean?
Facts.
Yeah, but
That shit's cool.
yeah,
But
that's,
if it's
that's
like-
mainly what I like. I don't
She's
like
like
the
beating her throat
no,
up
no,
with
no,
it.
no.
Yeah.
The face fucking. We can just maybe when we're
Yeah.
off the Hennessy and it gets a little wild. But on a normal day, we're not doing no fucking.
It's
face
Tuesday,
fucking.
bitch. We don't need to do this. It's Tuesday. It's not Valentine's Day. Let's just keep it chill.
Yeah, let's just get it in, get it out, get the fuck out of here. For real.
We got shit to do in the morning. Come on. That's funny.
Yeah, so measure not from the asshole.
Yeah.
Now, wait a minute. Ass. What the?
You said measure from the asshole to the top.
I ain't never said nothing about no asshole.
Oh, that's why I was confused. I was like, why are we measuring way back there? That's what I
No,
was-
just from like the hip ass area, like cheek
If you're
ass,
measuring your
cheek
ass,
hip.
you better do the whole ass.
Okay, you
not
measure
just-
from the end of your ass, not your whole, your hips, and then to the tip.
My shit's like a foot long. I got a bubble butt.
Hey man, congratulations.
Thanks, dude.
Yeah,
Y'all got any other ones? I got a few.
I can find something. I got a whole bunch of shit wrote down that it's never been the right time to ask.
Okay, what aging celebrity, 40 through 60, would you still
Jennifer Aniston.
smash?
Jennifer
Aniston, Lopez.
Aniston. I love you.
What other Jennifers?
Probably
you
probably
said
the
Lopez.
best white looking woman in the world.
Can I say this, man?
She's like 60, isn't she? Like
She's
55.
50 something.
I'm gonna be real with you.
Oh God, here we go.
I think J-Lo is overrated.
As far as
I think everything about her is overrated. I look back at the ass back then, and it wasn't
what it was now. It wasn't what it
it
is.
wasn't all that.
She was
it was
a fly
okay.
girl though.
It was
so,
cool.
She had that '90s ass.
No, because I mean, it's nice, trust me. But like when people say, "Oh, that J-Lo booty," da, 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 I was like, "What?"
Oh, yeah.
It's not that. It doesn't
Shaking that
belong.
little
You know what I mean?
thing.
Yeah, like Meg the Stallion's ass. That shit is art.
I'm not an ass person.
That
So
shit
I
is
can
art.
care less.
And I'm sure there was some Meg the Stallion asses back there when J-Lo was getting all that love.
And they were
man.
called fat. That's why Sir Mix-a-Lot came out with "Baby Got Back."
Right?
In case you didn't
that
know.
was the standard. Yeah, like the models and shit, all skinny and no ass. And
Yeah, when did ass become popularized?
"Baby Got Back."
Was it that?
I think, yeah.
I
Always,
feel like,
yeah.
I feel like it's always kind of.
Especially in the black community. They never stop loving ass.
But if you think back to and you watch videos and movies from that time and shit, they were trying to clown people who had big asses. Like, okay,
Yeah, that
you're
used to be
fat, blah, blah, blah.
used to be an insult.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you-
Tell your mom she has a fat ass. Now
Yeah.
it's like,
and that's why a lot of black women back then were trying to slim down in certain areas because the models were toothpicks and no one wanted ass. And then Sir Mix-a-Lot was like, "Bitch, put that shit on me."
It only makes sense, like,
Rashida Jones. That's another one.
Who?
oh yeah, she's the
Quincy Jones's daughter.
from the that one show. What is she
You
from?
don't know Rashida Jones, bro?
Uh-uh.
What
It's your-
show did
it's
she
your
play on?
fucking. It's your dad's manager's daughter. Parks and Rec.
Parking. Yeah. She don't look like she's black either.
Parks and Rec.
It
Which one?
came as a surprise.
Who? Which one is this? Who was she in Parks and Rec?
She has like brown hair, like freckles, green eyes. She looks kind of mixed, but yeah, she doesn't look black.
What's her name again?
Rashida Jones.
Rashida. I mean, I should have known that she was mixed when she had a name like Rashida. Honestly, I didn't even put that together when I first seen her. Like, that's not a white woman name. That's her.
Oh, okay. She has an ass.
Not really.
Okay.
But oh yeah, it only makes sense that the ass is it should be popular. I feel like that feels good. I don't know, like I've never got the hype and like I'm a boob guy. I'm a titty guy. Like
I love them.
I enjoy them. I enjoy them. Don't get me wrong.
'em. I love every single one.
But like when you
Never seen a bad one.
Take your titty to the face.
Yes.
That was
Slap me
the
with it.
before. That was the most popular thing, like big boobs.
Yes.
And now
Big boobs.
big boobs. You used to make fucking boobs on the calculator and everything. It was always
yeah,
boobs.
boobs.
Hell
And then we
yes.
got to a certain point where
That
it
was a
became
skill.
ass. I think ass took over. Like honestly,
It did. But I'm here.
'cause
I'm-
they started
titties, I'm
twerking.
here for you.
I'm here for it. They're gonna come back. I mean,
Please come back. Just free the nipple. I was with that.
I think they just learned how to twerk right, so everybody's like,
Let's not say they learned how to twerk. Let's not do that.
breast implants. That might have been that being so normalized. That might have been the turning point. And we might get to this turning point with these BBLs where we start losing attraction for asses too.
And
maybe we should
titties come
actually
back?
like their personality.
That's
Nah.
Oh my gosh.
that was a good one, but
You don't agree?
fuck it. I just want to see your titties.
I'm talking sexually. Yeah, obviously I can't hang out with a bitch who I don't like
Can't
personally.
fuck her mind, dude.
No, I mean those are two different things. Like when I'm talking about being in a relationship with somebody, like I'm not gonna say, yo, you ain't got a fat ass, you ain't got big titties, I can't fuck with you, I can't get married to you. But when it comes to having sex,
Yeah.
like those are like
What you're
yeah,
looking
like
for.
like a big ass. But when it comes to marrying somebody, I don't give a fuck. If you don't have the best ass, if we are best friends,
Yeah.
like yeah.
And that makes them more attractive if you like really have that connection.
Oh yeah, when you like somebody, you'll be like, you know what? It
You
starts
got
growing.
your elbows is smooth. I like them. you use that real cocoa butter.
You'll
Oh,
find anything.
hell yeah. That third dimple in your back is real cute. I like that.
No real shit. But
Shout out titties.
you said Rashida Jones. You said Aniston.
I'd probably have to take Aniston over, but there's way more.
Selma. What's her name?
Selma
Hayek.
Hayek.
Hayek. Yeah,
Yo,
Selma
she's
Hayek.
cold. Yo, that scene in Wild Wild West where she turns around and her ass is hanging out in pajamas.
I think I'd fuck Oprah.
I'm not gonna lie, yo.
Yeah.
Oprah seemed like a freak.
Nah, I would. I've seen her toes too, and they look crazy.
You seen her toes?
Her toes look
Oprah,
crazy.
bro.
Yeah.
Why?
She's looking toes.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I'm gonna compliment him.
Might as well fuck Whoopi then.
Shit.
I feel like Whoopi used to
Whoopi
get
can get it
Hey,
too.
I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Whoopi in the
Whoopi can get
'90s
it.
was crazy, bro. She was a cold. She was a cold piece in the '90s.
Cold Tony.
Let's look at Whoopi in the '90s real quick, because I believe it.
Now she look like somebody's.
I'm talking about now, fellas.
She look like somebody's auntie right now.
She looks like my aunt. I have an aunt that looks like Whoopi Goldberg.
She look like somebody auntie.
Oh shit.
How old's Megan Good?
30 something.
Oh no,
No,
Whoopi would have. She would have definitely got it back
Let me see.
then.
In the
right?
90s?
She
Yeah.
looked like a cool,
I need to see.
She cool.
When back when she was doing blackface with what's his name?
She cool. She cool. You know what I'm saying?
I fucks with her.
That's not Whoopi Goldberg.
I fucks with her. I don't care.
No, that's a real one.
She
Not
was
bad,
cool.
not
She was
bad,
cool.
not bad. Show the people. Show the
Yeah,
people.
not bad.
Young Whoopi.
Be looking good.
Young Whoopi.
I fucks with her.
You know.
She
More
said-
Whoopi cushion for the pushing. You know.
You said Selma Hayek, bro. That's
Selma.
a good-
Yeah, that's what I'm locking
great
her
pick.
in. And then that one. She talks crazy from Modern Family.
Oh,
I knock her down too.
What's Modern Family?
what the fuck is her name?
I don't watch a lot of TV.
Yeah.
Oh shit, what is her name? Oh well.
Sophia Vergara.
Oh,
Sophia
yeah.
Vergara.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she's that old?
She's up there.
Really?
I think she might be like 50 something.
Swear to God,
Yeah.
her titties are no. That wasn't her on that movie. On her titties were not on Two Guns, were they?
49.
I don't know.
Halle Berry, she's in that category
Who
now.
was in Two Guns?
If you say that about J-Lo, I'm gonna have to say that about Halle.
Nah,
I'm not gonna lie.
I gotta disagree.
In the '90s,
Halle was banging.
she was cool, but she wasn't the best in the '90s.
No,
bro.
not the best, but she was definitely attractive.
Oh, that was Paula Patton's titties that was out. in
She was like, I
Two
think she
Guns.
put on for the petite girls. Like Halle was like more petite.
Definitely.
Yeah, you had J-Lo with the Hispanic ass. Well, man, the '90s seemed like a cool place though, man. It seemed like you had a certain amount of sex symbols, and everybody agreed. Nowadays, it's so many different ones. It's everywhere.
Motherfuckers is beefing over Nicki or Cardi B. Like, why can't we just knock them both down? I don't want Nicki, but still, you know, her titties are nice. But
I'd fuck with Nicki. Nicki,
It would be strange to just fuck a bunch of fake body parts.
yeah, that's weird.
think so. Do you feel the difference at all? Do y'all know?
I would
Have you
never know.
ever had someone with fake body parts?
Nah.
No.
I don't know if you would feel the difference, honestly.
You might feel the jiggle.
I mean, I've like
non-jiggle.
I've like been
But
to
once
a
you're
strip
in it-
club and felt like
Or
fake
almost
ass
at
and
once.
fake titties, and it's like it does. I mean, depending on where you got it done at, who did it, how it was done, it feels cool, but I don't know about fucking it. I don't
You're
know.
fucking it, bro. Chill.
You would fuck it.
Certain people.
Shit, I fucked a pocket pussy. And that shit was like that's fake as fuck. It didn't feel like the real thing. So now,
Really?
yeah, no,
Whose was it?
yeah, it was mine.
Clearly yours.
Yeah.
Like who?
Oh, like who was it modeled after?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know that much. I was in high school and I grabbed that shit and I tried it and then I never tried
No?
it again.
What about like
I was
one
like,
of
I
those
could
fake
just-
asses?
I could just jack off. This is uncomfortable.
Bro, when I'm
Some people they be fucking their couch. For real. Like, I'm serious.
hey man,
Some people fuck
dudes
their
will
couch.
find a way to fuck
Somebody told me they
anything,
fucked
bro.
their couch. I'm not gonna say their name, but you know who you are.
Listen, if logically thinking, man, that you could, it makes sense to fuck a couch, but I couldn't.
Was it leather?
No, you.
I feel like if it was leather, bro, that would hurt.
It's in the between the cushions.
I know, but you still
You-
rubbing up on leather.
gotta
No,
be
they
satin.
put something in it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they don't just fuck the.
What do they put in it?
I don't know that much.
Put
I
a
know that
condom on.
I know that they don't fuck the shit raw.
Put
Condom
a
on?
condom on.
Role play with your couch.
You can be like that dude.
Oh no,
from,
broke.
Be like, be
I just
like the
don't.
dude, the kid from Big Mouth and Fuck Your Pillow.
Fucking his pillow.
Yeah.
Oh, that show's so funny.
I just have if I halfway through that, or even like a quarter of the way through that, if I just noticed consciously that I was fucking a couch, I would just want to shoot myself in the head.
Like, bro,
I'm
what
sorry.
the fuck am I doing here?
Imagine getting walked in on when you're fucking your couch.
No, I got to end my life.
Especially if it was like your
What?
girl or something.
Yeah, the shit.
What the fuck
Now
are
you have to
doing?
stay with her forever because once you break up,
This motherfucker fucked his couch.
local rapper Drew Dawson fucked his own couch.
Yeah, that's going to the news.
Yeah.
You're
But
gonna get
everybody's
a
like,
million
I've
streams.
done that before.
She's gonna hype you up, babe. Can you please just drop one song? It's just gonna blow the fuck up.
You better make it about me though.
You can get accepted though if you fuck your couch.
Oh
I think
yeah,
you can get
because all the
accepted.
dudes, there's gonna be a bunch of dudes in the comments like, hey, I'm with you, bro. I fucked tomorrow too. What?
Yeah.
I fucked my love seat.
Oh man.
I just had some, but I can't put the little squeegee mop.
What?
Squeegee
The
mop.
little squeegee, the mop that you gotta bring the little sponge thing
Oh.
out.
Oh, you try to fuck that?
The sham wow.
You try to fuck the sham? Wow. Wow. You should probably patent that. That's a good idea. honestly. Yeah.
It's the sham whoa.
The sham. Whoa. That's funny as fuck.
There's a guy out there who fucked it. Men will fuck anything.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. Yeah, there was I think there's a NBA player who came out and said that he dates a transgender now,
Oh, that's dope.
and it didn't make news. So that's when I seen that I was like, yo, we're in a different time now.
Yo,
Whatever you do sexually, man, you just gotta do what you do.
It took me forever to realize that. I think I was just hating. I don't know, or I just wanted to see it my way. But just because you date a transgender doesn't mean you're dating a man or a woman at that time. Like, yeah, you're calling them whatever they want to be called, but they still want to do everything like a man or everything like a woman. And it blew my mind when I realized that people did that. I was like, holy shit. I'm over here thinking that these motherfuckers gay as fuck.
Oh yeah, it's not because it's like
Yeah, I mean it depends on how you see them, and if that's what you like, then yeah, whatever the fuck you call it.
Like you call dude a dude, but dude still wants to be treated like a woman. And I was like, yeah, that's crazy. It blew my mind. I was like, yo,
That is weird.
Now
What
I've got a whole new respect for it. But I really had to do some digging to to realize that.
So
'Cause
Well, the
if-
definition of it is like, go ahead.
I was gonna say, what if a gay person dates a transgender? Are they still gay?
I've seen that too. I was like,
I don't know.
and what's crazy, bro? When you try
So
to
they
talk to somebody in that community about it, it's like, bro, I want clarification. Help me.
Yeah,
So
just- I mean-
I don't want to disrespect you because
Yeah.
I can and I will. If you don't fucking tell me what the fuck's going
Yeah.
on here, you know.
Yeah, I'm trying to offend
I think
anybody
it's just
because I really
different.
don't care that
It would
much.
probably be.
Right.
It's just different for everybody. Like how every straight person has. It's really complex. Their sexuality and the things that they like. They could have kinks and all kinds. I just think it's so complex. You can't really like. You can't ask one of them and know everybody.
I've asked quite a few different people. I'm like, yo, so what's this? What's it? And I got
Even
I
then-
got the same answers on some shit, but
Even
other
then, it's
stuff
like
is just
Family
like-
Feud. It's like
Yeah.
the survey says that who was the survey?
Yeah.
You know, you never know. It could be a trans woman or trans women from the inner city compared to trans women who grew up in the burbs. They could have two totally different. You know, that's like black people. When black people start trying to speak for all black people, it's like, why are you
I hate that
Why are
shit.
you doing that? Like that. Oh, that's you literally putting us into a box
I hate
and
that
saying everybody thinks the fucking same, which is just not the case at all.
Y'all listen to Flame Monroe?
I've heard on some podcast a few times. Yeah,
Motherfucker's hilarious.
yeah,
First of
funny
all.
as fuck.
But damn, I don't know what to call him because he's like, I'm a man with titties and in a dress, but at home I got on basketball shorts and I'll go outside and beat your ass. But here I'm a woman.
And he, here I don't know what to.
I don't know what to
Yeah,
call
no,
him.
Some days you can be a man. Some days you can
But
be a woman.
he's straight up. I'm gonna say he because he's a he.
And he has
And
kids.
Yeah, he has kids. He's like, they know I'm their daddy. I ain't nobody's mom. I'm a man. This is who I am, and I taught them that this is what it is. I'm your daddy, but I got better titties than every bitch that you'll ever meet. Okay, cool.
Does he?
I don't know. That's what he says.
Well, you're the guy to tell us.
I don't know. I just watch him on Breakfast Club.
Rate his titties. That's the new. That's the new segment.
Yo, I'll do a rate your titties.
No, it's rate his titties.
Nah, we ain't doing that.
Oh man, drop a rating.
I've never seen him. I've never seen him. So.
Yeah, you can slide out of that one. You know you've seen that motherfucker Monroe's boobs. What is his name again? Or her name?
Flame Monroe.
Lane Monroe. Yeah.
Yeah. Hilarious. If you watch his stand up, this shit's funny as fuck.
That's Godfrey's homie too.
It's everybody's homie
Oh,
for real.
is that who's on Wild 'N Out?
I don't know.
There's a trans
You've
person.
been watching Wild Now a lot lately, so I don't know what season you're on.
I don't think so. I don't think
The last like 15 or
Eli got caught up on the
15
Black
or
History
16.
facts, so he said, "I'm gonna go watch Wild Now for 2 weeks and figure out."
I just came on my YouTube and I was like, damn, it's a 3-hour compilation of all the wall style battles. I'm gonna watch this shit.
Yeah, this man Eli just discovered Wild Now 2 weeks ago, man. He was like,
bro.
"This is actually a great show."
Hey, y'all heard about that new show called
The
Wild
new
Out?
show. Who's this Nick Cannon fella?
Kind of pixelated those first couple episodes, but
Oh man, I used to rush home to watch Wild Now, man,
Shit's
with
dope.
the Cat Williams, Kevin Hart days.
Crazy how many people they have on there, and it evolves every single season.
bro,
Evolves,
I don't think
devolves,
it got any better than Cat Williams and that first crew because that was when they were literally raw and uncut.
Yeah,
They get pretty
Because
fucking
they
crazy,
didn't
though.
know, like MTV didn't know what the fuck they were getting into with that.
yeah. They did a skit one time, and it was like a ringtone. I forgot what it was, but it was something about they were in the bathroom, and this guy had a ringtone. And it was like, "Let me tickle your balls, boy," or "Let me tickle your balls."
Yeah.
yeah. I remember.
Let me tickle your balls,
I remember
boy.
everybody at school was saying that shit for like a week. And let me tickle your balls, boy. That shit was fucking.
Yeah, I don't think it got any better than them first couple seasons with them.
Man, that's just when it was. Yeah, it's like that for a lot of shit, bro. It just gets hella like
I mean, but now comedy as a whole has died down just because
I don't think so.
They can't really say much. But if you notice, a lot of comedies, comedians, they say there's no phones allowed at their shows. There's no you can't record them because they're gonna say some shit that they know's probably gonna get them canceled or whatever, or they just and they don't want people to buy it because they don't get paid that much,
Right.
As is, so like I don't want y'all watching this shit for free. Come to the show.
Well, yeah, that's like somebody walking in here and live streaming this shit. It's like, yo, what,
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, don't do that.
I feel like it's important though to be able to say fucked up shit to the people that want to hear it. And if it's just in that room, like why not laugh about some shit and then it's a fucking joke.
I think
not
more
everything
people
needs to be super serious.
I
and
think more
offensive.
people like that type of comedy than I think we like kind of understand. I think social media is kind of painting it to where everybody's kind of goody two shoes and that type shit. But honestly, that's what they're just showing you. The algorithms, they love the family friendly shit, but I think people are as raunchy
It's
and
just
raw
boring.
as ever. Like honestly, and I think the platforms are just watering the shit down.
Yeah.
Because like you can find some crazy raunchy comedy out there, but they're getting shadow banned, so you have to go out there and really actually find it. So it's still out there. Like
That's why like Patreons,
yeah.
podcast, like they literally say whatever the fuck they want.
Shit, the dude No Jumper had a chick with her titties out on the podcast just the whole time on the Patreon shit. So there's still raw shit out there, but you have to pay for it.
That's fine.
You have to
I'm
just
with it.
It's
dive
fair.
deep. Hell yeah. But yeah, it's been 2 hours, 28 minutes, man. There's a long one. I want to give a shout out to the Flavor Wagon, man. If you're in the Topeka area, Lawrence area, or Kansas City area, follow them on Facebook, and that's in the description on the YouTube and the Facebook link for this video. And like them on Facebook, and you can find their weekly schedule. Sometimes they're on the east side of town, sometimes they're on the west, sometimes they're on the south. You just got to follow that schedule and definitely support them, man. One of the best in Topeka. Also, Bobby's Food Company, support them as well. That's a catering company, and they're also going to be doing some more food truck shit here in Topeka. They're going to be slanging Phillies. And yeah, if you made it all the way through this episode, man, I know we're hella late, so we didn't have too many live viewers this episode. But if you make it through this whole episode, man, I appreciate you from the bottom of my heart, man. And if you didn't watch the whole episode, you're not gonna see me saying this shit. So fuck you. But no, if you tapped in, man, I appreciate you. The Cash App is RawDistrict Media. Donate to the show. You know what I mean? We're still on the grind, so we're trying to get sponsorships. So those donations, $1 to $1 million, man, it all helps.
We're
Shit.
still in someone's mom's basement. Come on.
Yeah, help us get out the hood.
At
It
this
smells
point,
like sewage in
man,
here.
yeah. At this point, man, if you sent me 50 cents, man, I'd be like, man, I appreciate you. That helps. It helps in some way.
Send him money. Send me titties.
Yeah, send him the titties. We're gonna start rating titties on the podcast
Yep.
too. I think we're gonna start that next week. Honestly.
Rate his titties.
You can rate the man's titties.
No, we're gonna rate women's titties. We're just gonna have Jordan. I'm gonna bring you one set every week. And
Bro,
you're
I'll
just gonna
do
rate-
it. I'm
All right,
with it.
here's what we should do. We should rate fake titty. You should give make it so you say real titty or fake titty.
Ooh, guess.
Mm.
Guess the
I think that's easy though.
Yeah, that's kind of easy because I've seen a lot of titties out here, and some of them you could tell that they're fake, or you could tell that they're real.
I don't know. Must be a
Because
shitty doc.
there's not a lot of real titties that just sit up perky.
I was gonna say, and you could always see if they're like this.
Yeah.
Got the scar.
Send your titties in to the email. We're gonna rate your titties online. Come on. We ain't gonna show them, but yeah,
We
just
ain't
send them
getting
in.
no-
Just gonna be like, nice.
Ain't nobody sending no titty pictures to us, man. That shit is not about to happen. We're gonna have to Google them, but
Fuel titties.
titties,
Just titties.
real tit, fake tit.
Pick between.
Oh shit, man. Y'all got anything else to get off your chest, man? Before we get out of here.
I don't got shit, man. I just want to shout out everybody watching and everybody that continues to watch and share. That share in the comments, that always makes a difference. So
Stay tuned for my music video coming. And stay tuned. I'm bringing Drew out the basement too on my mixtape.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm ready.
Stay tuned.
But man, that's been the episode. I believe this is 71.
what?
71, episode 71, man. As always, man, y'all be safe and catch us next Thursday or Saturday, man.